It's Serrani.
Just in case you never know.
Where'd you guys used to
Mic
film?
check, mic. Don't worry about that.
Yo, tell me
That's
all the
crazy.
secrets, yo.
Nah, I'm just
Yo, why
kidding.
you talking about homie like that? Why's your beak?
I'm kind of floss. I've been
Is it
asking bear
looking like
questions.
you have a fucking 90s Wu-Tang?
Yo, you always make fun of my
Jumpsuit on.
fit. You always make fun of my fit.
All you're missing is some Timbs. If you had Timbs, you look like you literally
I look
from
tough.
Staten Island.
Yeah.
No, Staten Island's not tough.
No?
Actually, Staten Island's tough. Yo, my bad to all the Staten Island people. I actually fuck with Staten Island.
Actually,
you
I
should
should
watch
hold it
Andrew
this one.
Schultz's special.
I did.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's fire.
Oh, Netflix?
It's so fire,
Yeah.
yeah. But you
He's a
do
guy.
look like a Staten Island dude. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Really?
Yeah. You kind of look like Mix. You're giving me also like what's his name, Old Dirty Bastard. But again, you need the black Timbs, the hair, I think, and just like the
Word.
button up. I don't know.
So do you
Dang.
rate the fit or like you're not fucking with it?
Benita's fit is fire, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, my fat fit.
Yeah,
Not my
and
fat,
then
my fit.
Definitely the nails.
Let's talk about your fit.
Nails. Ben's
Yes,
fit is
yeah.
fire too.
My
if
fit.
you know, you know.
My fit's
Especially
fitting.
those pants.
You guys will never see that.
If you know about those pants,
Yo, your fit's
you really
fire.
know
Yo,
about
show
those
the
pants.
camera the nails.
Yo.
Yeah, geez.
Yo, zoom in on that.
You got it wrong.
We're gonna zoom on it later, actually.
Shout
you
out
know
to
about
Claude
that?
by Kiz.
Who?
Claude by Kiz.
Kids.
My nail girl.
Is her nail girl. Nail girl.
Staten Island,
Yeah,
eh?
Staten
Alright.
Island. That's the vibe I'm getting from him. I don't know why.
I don't really know anything about Staten Island, man's.
Honestly,
Yo.
the only reason I know is because I watched a Wu-Tang show. And like they were in Staten Island.
Isn't Pete Davidson from there too?
That I wouldn't know. I don't know too much about Pete Davidson.
Probably because I'm a girl. Know about him.
Why do girls love him so much?
I don't know.
Is he
I
dating
don't
Kim
know.
Kardashian?
Nah, I don't know what it is. He's like medium ugly, but he's like funny.
I think it's his humor.
It's probably that. He also dated Ariana Grande too. She's
Nah,
like.
But why?
like,
Why does like who you date? Like, why are girls attracted to him outside of like?
I don't know. I don't even know if I'm attracted to him. I'm just like, when he's there, I'm looking, I guess, on TV.
Looking. That's good.
This isn't. Maybe it's like witchcraft. I don't know.
That's crazy.
That is.
I'm gonna stop drinking this.
You know what?
Lord.
You wanna know something crazy? Yo, season 2, episode 19.
19?
19 of these bitches.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
We
Congrats.
almost
It's taking a
there.
while.
It's been a journey.
It's been a journey.
We just talked about that, to be
Yeah,
honest.
man.
Me and you were just having our conversation. I was just like, damn, a lot of things changed in season 2.
Yeah, yeah.
And it took,
It's
I
up.
mean, both of us were just going through ups and downs and just
Yeah.
learning, unlearning, learning new things, going on new adventures. And I think it was cool
Yeah.
because
It's cool to be
as much
patient
as
with
there
it
wasn't
too.
consistency like season 1, and season 1 consistency is what we should like thrive for. I remember Ben looking at me one time season 1 and it's like, bro, we just did like 3-4 months in a row. Like, you understand
Yeah,
how
yo,
crazy
some of
that
that
is?
shit was crazy.
And we were like doing
Yeah.
there's months that we were doing like every week.
Yeah.
We were shooting an episode.
Yeah.
But I also feel like we were really
Yeah.
in a different place. Season 2, episode 19.
Season 2 is wavy, bro.
Been a lot of cool people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
A lot of dope people. This one is different though.
Oh yeah, for a lot of reasons.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what your reasons, but I know for me it's like it's different because it's just something that I think I've mentioned to her before, but we never really like talked in depth about it.
Oh, you're talking about it now?
No, I mean, I'm just saying, mentioned
Yeah.
like for her to come
Yeah.
on here, but we never really talked too much about it. And then I was like, you know what? I haven't seen my homie in a long time.
Yeah.
Let me hit her up and actually see if she's down.
Mm-hmm.
And I know the love is always there. I know we're
Locked in.
yeah.
Ain't no
we just
switching
know.
up.
I think we both knew.
You switch up?
I don't know.
What are you talking about, bro? I'm having a conversation. How are you gonna disrespect it like that? Yo, watch your
I'm
mouth.
not. I'm
man.
just checking. You
Watch
saying you're
your
locked
mouth,
in. She
bro.
might not be locked
At first,
in.
I was like, wait, who are we talking about?
Don't be talking. Don't worry
loud.
about
I'm
it.
just checking.
She clearly locked in.
I'm
If I haven't
just
seen her in a
checking.
minute and
I'm
I hit
just
her and
checking.
she's like, yeah, I'm so down. I'm excited. Let's do it.
Avi.
What you talking about,
Maybe she's just trying to make
bro,
sure like are the vibes still there? Are they lost?
That's why I switched up.
She could be skeptical.
She knows. That's my
No,
dog.
it's always been
She knows.
been
From
back
day
in my
one
head.
when we met, it was love. And you just asked me how we met or where we met. Till now, it's been love. You know what I mean? I told you I knew about her. Met her at the Live Nation show that you threw or that you did.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That was like last summer, I think.
I feel like I've known you longer. 2023.
2023.
That's crazy.
Actually, I met you. I know where I met you.
I feel like I met you.
I met you at my, God rest his soul, my uncle's viewing.
That's where I met you too.
Yes,
Yeah,
I met
rest
you
in peace.
there, and we connected, and then I saw you again. That's where
Yes.
I met you there.
Yeah.
See, I was trying to think outside. I knew something was. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
you're don't disrespect her first of all, and don't distract me because I was about to say something, and you're jumping in here talking wassy.
Yo, you got
Staten
a nice.
Island, relax.
Yo, you got a nice hat on.
Don't watch about the hat, bro. That's why.
Wow.
Shout out my bro.
Why is it? I looked at his
Shout
hat
out
the
my
same
bro.
time too.
Shout out my bro Alex, the hip hop guru.
That's the only thing
Bless
tough
him.
about your fit.
Oh my god.
Actually,
what?
My chain nice.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
My pinky ring is nice. I got silver on silver, but I got
Wait.
gold. My homegirl gonna be mad at me for doing this because she usually be telling me you can't do gold and silver. You gotta be silver, silver, gold, gold. I'm sorry, mama, I love you, but I definitely wanted to pull out this ring today.
This is hard.
It's
Panky ring.
it's showtime, baby. That's what that means.
Jeez.
It's showtime, baby, and we here.
Say that again.
It is showtime, baby. I got the ring on. And we here for a reason because my dog, Benita, is with us tonight. And we about to talk about a lot of shit.
I'm excited.
You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Season 2, episode 19.
I'm telling you, very special
Mad
for me.
excited. Bigger
Very
dreams.
special. Thank you for coming on. I mean,
Yeah.
we're gonna do an introduction. You gonna introduce yourself. Go ahead with the introduction, big dog.
All right, bro. It's
Do
your
what
boy
you do.
Matt, a.k.a. Easy Money, a.k.a. Babyface Killer, a.k.a. shit's getting bad in the world.
That's crazy.
Trump and Musk are in everybody's business. I'm stealing bitches now, bro.
Hey, yo.
Fuck all that. I'm not recycling no more. I'm not being fucking tidy.
You charging tariffs?
I'm charging tariffs. You want your girl back is 75%.
Jeez, that price is up.
Yeah, fuck a
Today's
25,
price is
50%.
not yesterday's
We gotta
price.
retaliate. Y'all already know. TT.
It's your boy TT. I'm fresher than Matt. I'm always walking on water. Because I am
Fresh eyes.
fresh as like Jesus.
Jeez. He hit him with it.
My name is Benita, aka Benz.
Do that one more time. Start from the top.
My name is Benita,
Yeah.
aka Benz.
What
He
else?
told me to start from the top, so we did that. but
AKA Benz.
I'm kidding.
What else?
Just Benita. I'm just Benita.
No, I like Benz. That was tough.
Ben's is
My
tough.
Twitter name. It's my IG
You
name.
didn't, you didn't follow her on Twitter?
It's whatever.
Were you
but
too cool for Twitter, bro?
I'm a singer,
It's crazy.
artist.
Because I
songwriter.
retweet her tweets.
Damn.
And you can't even follow my homegirl on Twitter?
What if I don't follow your tweets like that? I'm not like
You
peeping that
do,
like that.
but you do. I know you do.
you don't
be
know
seeing
shit,
my
bro.
What
You
you
don't
mean
know
I don't know
shit,
shit?
bro.
I see you
I
liking
barely
my
follow
shit.
you, bro.
That's cap. You
I
always,
barely follow you, bro.
I barely have any
I'm
followers.
lucky, bro. I'm lucky
And
if
I
I
be
see
tweeting
shit on my
dumb shit.
timeline.
Between us
And the
good
shit that I tweet, only Matt likes.
Yo, what's
Oh,
the good
fuck
shit
you
he
talking
tweets?
about?
I don't remember, but you be tweeting some good shit.
I be tweeting here and
I
there,
have
but
bad memory.
The Arsenal is ass tweets.
that's crazy.
I
That's
don't
what
know
we're
anything
doing?
about that, so.
Is that what we're doing?
No, we're not doing that.
I know you're not doing that, big dog.
I'm just trying to chat.
You don't chat to yourself, brother.
Oh, I'm
Chat to
I'm
me.
just
Go
chatting.
chat fucking fantasy.
No, I'm just chatting, bro.
Be chatting about football.
No, second.
Know about Arsenal?
Second is being first to lose.
Yeah,
You're
I know.
You're good.
Because you have a team, right? Who's your team? Mohamed
Yo,
Salah?
listen, bro. Season 2, bro. Hey,
The
that's
guy
a
that's not going to
sensitive
win a
topic.
fucking Ballon d'Or,
That's a
right?
sensitive topic.
Yeah, he went from first to sixth. It's okay. The brother's fasting, so we give him, Ramadan Mubarak to you, brother. But you lost your Ballon d'Or.
I took it there, so.
Yeah, all the Egyptians lost hope in you now, buddy. Don't be doing that now.
All right.
Don't talk to me about my team. At least I have a team. At least I'm loyal to a team. What sport do you watch?
I don't watch sports.
You watch basketball. Who's your team? Oh, Toronto Raptors. Oh, I like Luka. Oh, SGA is the best. You don't even know who you're cheering for, bro. One day Wemby's the MVP. Next day Luka's
Yo, why
the
you bullying me?
MVP.
Why you bullying me?
Nah, because you be disrespecting my homegirl. Now you disrespecting me talking about Arsenal's trash and shit. The fuck?
I didn't disrespect you. I just said they're second place. Anyways, back to
You
Benita.
know what?
I'm gonna sip my tea.
This shit bullshit. Sorry, Benita. You gotta win this.
It's okay. I'm in the middle of this. I will.
How you feeling?
I feel good.
So I'm gonna tell everyone how I met you.
Yes.
It was Trini's birthday. Is
that
that cool
Shout
to
out
you?
was last year? That's 2 years
2
ago.
years ago.
Was that?
2023.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago.
2023, right?
Yeah, it was 2 summers ago.
I
Yeah,
was not
2023.
outside last year. That's crazy.
No. That's when, yeah, we've known each other for a couple
No,
years
it's
now.
cool. But then I remember we had a conversation. You're like, "Oh, I love podcasts." You're like, "I really like to be like not necessarily ours, but it's like you're like, I'd like to be on one because I got a lot to say."
Oh damn! Did I say that?
Yeah,
No, I
I
did not
clearly
say that.
remember. Yeah, I swear to God.
Huh?
You were lit on
I was lit still. Yeah, I was lit.
So you don't got a lot to say?
I got some shit to say. Yes,
shit to say?
we can get into it just now. Maybe in 5 minutes.
Jeez, what you got to say?
Talk to us.
Gas prices,
Ooh.
man. Mark Carney heard he took away the carbon rebate. I don't know anything about politics, but I don't know, man. Shit, songwriters need to get paid more.
Yes.
That's one thing.
That is definitely one thing. Tell us how you feel about that.
Okay, now we're getting some shit off your chest. Okay.
Yeah, I need to stop eating processed food.
Yes.
A lot of that shit.
Me
Yep.
too.
Yep.
Me three.
Bully beef and all that. Sorry, I've been on that wave. I don't know why recently.
That's my dog.
There's a lot we could talk about, but yeah, honestly, yeah, that's just the basics of it.
That's the basics of it.
I'm in my peaceful era.
Okay.
I feel like I'm trying to be more positive, you know. Try to like read more good books. I'm reading a book called The Secret by Rhonda Byrnes or something. Shout out to whoever put me on that. You know who you are. But it's like about law of attraction and all that.
Were
so.
you not peaceful? Like, were you just like
Was
a
I
bad
just
vibe?
Some demon crash out?
Yeah.
Low key, I be getting there, but I feel like because I'm a Gemini, I don't know, maybe it's like I have this side to me, but deep down I'm a good girl, I'm a good person, but always I'm just trying to move with positivity more these days, you know, speak more good things because the
life.
word, your tongue is strong, whatever
Yeah.
the saying is, you know. Sorry, yeah.
You
No,
used
I
to be
love that.
negative.
I feel like I kind of, it's easy for me to complain about the easy, like anything. And I'm trying to do less of that and just be more grateful, you know? It's a deep thing. We can get into it, you know? How do you guys feel about
I love it. No, I agree with you. I think a lot of us need that. I mean, that's something that definitely realized towards the end of last year with everything that's going on, that I need to be a lot more grateful. And there's times that I was grateful, but because of the way the world is, you tend to forget. And like you said, it's easier to latch on to the things that you don't like and start complaining or feel a little negative about it.
Yeah.
When it's like, look at the bigger picture and look how things are. Definitely gratefulness is something that everybody needs to practice.
Yeah, I think it helps you get out of those, like, you know, headspaces.
Yeah, bro. I mean, you know, I told you, and I don't think I've talked about this on the pod yet, but definitely something that I rediscovered recently was just my faith.
Wow.
Not in a religious way. It's just a faith in this higher power,
It's amazing.
which we call it God, right? But it's more of just having that and being grateful to whatever journey I'm on, because shit, I've been through a lot, just like every other person. It's like we all go through a lot. Like, be grateful for where you at, and the fact that you haven't given up, because there are people that do give up. There are people that sit at home and do fuck all for the rest of their life. There are people that actually, excuse me for saying that, but off themselves. Is that politically correct? I don't know. I don't give a fuck anymore, actually.
On the line.
Yeah,
You know?
I'm alive, you know, but
Yeah,
that's
same thing,
something that they do. And don't not being an asshole to the people that have those thoughts. Feel like you should talk to somebody or whatever the case may be.
Definitely.
But I feel like when you practice gratitude, you actually realize where your life is compared to a lot of other people. I mean, like you're always in your head about your life, and it's like, bro, you think you got it bad?
Yeah.
If you talk to somebody else that has a bigger smile on their face, they probably got it way worse.
Yeah, it's funny. It's kind of like that Drake line, like, my worst day is someone else's best day.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
holy.
And it's not wrong.
Yeah, and like I feel like when you kind of like catch yourself in those moments where you're like complaining and it's like, oh, why am I dealing with this? This person might not have it as bad around me, or like, why do I always have to put up, like, you know, all these kind of like thoughts come into your head, and like when you practice gratitude, like you kind of like get out of those like headspaces.
Facts. And I feel like if you kind of like zoom out and look at your whole life, there is like this kind of graduate, like, you know, like elevation through everything, because we're kind of like just focused on what's happening around us, all this, like, you know, but it always gets better. You know, I put out a 2-pack a few years ago called Out the Other Side Through the Hills, and that was kind of like based on that feeling of like feeling like you're in the dark, there's no way out, and then kind of like giving hope to people that there's always like something good that's gonna happen. You know, you're always gonna get through it. Yeah. And as cliche as it sounds, like it's the truth. It's I feel like I've been through it so much times, like, so.
It's like, how many times can we recall of us going through a bad situation, whatever it is, like just a bad that you felt like, man, I'm going through it right now.
Yeah.
But then things actually end up being okay at the end of the tunnel. So that saying is very, we can say cliche, but there's always that light at the end of the tunnel. I feel like as long as we have food, water, a roof over our head, and we're healthy, and we have people that love us around us, and I'm not saying people that love you like you gotta be popular or shit like that. Like as long as you have like your family that love you and support you, whether it's your cousins, your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad, even your grandparents, as long as you have people that love you and show you love, bro, that means more to a human than a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I'm not sitting here and telling you I'm trying to be zen and don't get your money up and fuck all that shit. Go get your bag, bro. Go get your bag, woman.
Yeah.
Like, it don't matter.
It's funny. It's like, you ever talk to someone and they tell you some like crazy ass shit, and you're just like, wow, like, how did I spend earlier today just like being in a bad headspace or like complaining about my shit when I just heard something that like, wow, I'm thankful I'm me now. You know what I mean? Like, I remember there was a time I was like really like depressed, and I was like trying to understand like the thought process around it. And then I read in this book about depression. I didn't finish the book, but I read this book where this lady was in war. She was in like, you know, she's on survival mode with her family. You know, got out of her place, and she's living in the jungle, and she's surviving. And like her kids, her little infant kids couldn't make it out of like the war because she couldn't feed them, like, because they were just in the jungle and they died. And then after the war was done, she had to rebuild the community, and she was one of the major people rebuilding the community. And I was just like reading this, and I was just like, that sounds like the saddest thing like a human being can ever go through. Like, how do you find, like, if she can find optimism, you know what I mean? Like, none of my problems are comparable to like that little short anecdote. You know what I mean?
It's like a mindset.
So
I also feel like we make little things bigger than they are at times, as humans. It's just like we love drama. Like, we're just put on drama from a young age, whether it's TV shows, music.
it's really like first world problems.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like a real thing.
really
It
is,
is. And it's like, it's so silly when you think about it, because you're like, what?
And I feel like when you're around it so much too, it becomes, you're too comfortable with that type of energy, and then you're like almost trying to look for it, or like you make the smallest thing, you know. So it's like training your mind to just relax,
Let go,
drink a bubble tea.
How's that
with
tea?
tapioca. It's good. This is strawberry tea.
Is this good?
Shout out to the cafe. Aria Cafe.
You know what? Thank you for that. Shout out to our sponsors.
I never
She's
had
doing our
strawberry
sponsor shout out. That's how you know this shit's real out here.
Yeah, I already know.
Shout out to our sponsors, Aria Cafe.
Jeez.
One of the best cafes. You see the vibe. Immaculate, baby.
Oh yeah. The red
Best
seats.
coffee. Amazing food.
Bring your
Chef is
shorty here.
amazing. You can bring your mother too. and your father.
Yeah.
You can bring family too. It's not just bring a shorty. And women, you can bring your girlfriends here and have a
side
good girl day out. You know,
side chick.
Catch up with an old friend that you haven't seen in 20 years or something.
The girl you didn't want to be seen with in public.
That's kind of crazy. Why are we doing that, bro?
It's like positive shit.
Don't bring her.
Yeah.
Your side ting.
This is a public place.
See, I'm telling you, he's literally a Staten Island fucking dude. I'm here just being positive.
I be chatting.
Trying to be positive. You know
Shout out Aria Cafe. Shout out Next Level
and
Shisha.
shout out Next Level Shisha, one of the best shishas in the city.
Shout out
Definitely
Next
best
Level
shisha. in
That bring the
fucking
freaks out.
Found. That is crazy. Good Lord, we just talking about faith and gratitude in this.
Yo.
And this guy talking about freaks. Mama, it's not me.
Drink my tea real quick.
It's
Aria
not
Cafe
me.
tea.
I don't do that. I'm here with my dog Benita. Shout out Shot by Ben. I'm here with him too. You know, just here. We're not.
That's
I don't know. None of that.
Shout out LP one time.
Nah,
Next Level
nah,
Shisha.
Not me, bro.
Bring your ting. Bring your girl.
I mean, if you want to after hours.
Bring
I'm
your
not
friends.
After hours. After dark.
You already know.
Yeah.
All right, back to
Yeah, yo.
Benita. We want to talk Junos.
Ooh.
Ooh, we're going straight into it.
Yeah, we're going
straight into it?
Yeah, bro.
Foo.
I'm about it.
Talk to me.
Big G.
Junos, man. I guess I'll talk about it, man. I got my first nomination at the Junos. Thank you. Oh my
Big
gosh.
up yourself.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
For real.
Ugh, thank you. I'm so.
That's a
That's
massive.
congrats on that one. So
Thank you.
That's
for
that's
real,
massive.
Congrats.
That's massive.
Yeah, that's
Thank you.
huge.
The
You've been
Canadian
working
Grammys,
hard.
yo, you know,
Hey.
been working
Yeah,
so hard and
you
like
have.
feels like
It's competitive.
Good.
For Canadian America, it's competitive.
Yeah.
It's not easy to get a Juno.
Yeah, I honestly didn't even think when I woke up, I was like, yo, I should just tell you the whole story how I even found out.
Yeah, I would
Like-
love to. I would love to.
I was literally going through something the night before, and on some shit, like just some shit,
Yeah.
you know, like whatever shit. And I was like, I was talking to God or the universe, and I was like, if I get this nomination, because I knew they were gonna announce it the next day, I was like, this is a sign that this is not gonna be it, or you know, like something like give me that sign.
Yeah.
And I didn't think anything. I'm just kind of that person. I'm like, it's kind of dramatic when it comes to like things I want and what I pray for and whatever. But I woke up and it was like 10:40 a.m. They were announcing at 11 a.m. And I said, okay, I'm gonna go take a shower. I had a session that day at Warner, which was cool as well. And so I was in a rush, took a shower. I'm like, by the time I get out the shower, I'm gonna find out if I'm nominated or not. I'm just like delusional. I'm like thinking like it's not gonna happen because like I'm just whatever. But you know, sometimes you gotta be a little delusional. Like,
100%.
and then I got the shower. I saw someone sent me a text, like this person that I'm working with, and he sent a screenshot, and I saw it. I'm literally there in my towel, shaking, because I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't even realize like it was gonna happen. And then I called my mom, and then I just started literally crying like someone died, and then yeah, that was it.
Let's go. Yeah, let it
man.
out, girl.
I'm not crying. My eyes are just watery.
It's
but,
okay.
But yeah,
Yeah.
this is good shit, man.
Yeah.
I'm grateful. I'm just thanking God, universe, everyone who I work with. Obviously, always grateful for you too. Like you pulled up to my music video, like
I
you
told
know,
you I always got you.
yeah.
No matter where we at, we don't know what our journeys have, but no matter what it is, I'm here, and I'm riding with you. I always. It's funny because you're saying this and you're like, you know, you're talking about how emotional you got, and I'm like, I remember when we sat here and had a meeting, and I was like, yo, like you can do it. Like you can win those award shows. You can get to the Grammys. Just gotta be consistent. You gotta do it. Drop your music. Do this. Do that. And you're like, yeah. And I feel like around that there was a shift too that happened with you.
Yep.
And like you're like, all right, let's get it.
Yeah.
You know, like you got your shit. You got independent. You were doing. You were pushing. Putting out, working on your album, trying to finish that. The video shoots.
Sapphire,
Yeah.
which we're gonna talk about.
Yeah. And it's just like to see that. It's crazy because I remember when I got the demo for Sapphire,
Yeah.
and when I heard it, and I was like, whoa, it happened.
It happened. It's
You
just
know?
like kind of like everything just happened so fast. Like I feel like last year, 2024, I was just like, obviously like some things happen, you know, transitions with people and like, and I feel like that kind of like helps. It just like puts more gas in my tank. I don't know if that's the right saying, if that's even sounds proper or not, but
you're motivated.
gas in my tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
You're
feel
ready
like
to go.
yeah.
So I have a question then. Did it validate it for you? Like, did it validate your journey?
The Juno.
Yeah.
It feels to me in the moment.
It was just like a sign. Like, it was a reminder, like, I'm on the right path.
Yeah, I'm just grateful to even be nominated. But, like, that's why because, like, I feel like for a long time I was kind of struggling with, like, the songwriter thing and artistry. And I felt like I was always, I feel like I was maybe pushed more as a songwriter, which is fine. I love writing songs. Thank you.
Listen. Yeah, she got a great voice. All right? Go listen to
Thank you,
She
man.
got a great voice. But this woman got a pen on her.
I appreciate
I saw him say, she got a pen on her. She can. You want to write? You call Benita in a session. I'll tell you that much.
Got
and
you.
if you know, you know.
But yeah, I felt like it kind of gave me a little validation or like some kind of sign that yeah, the artist's path is it. Like, I've always dreamt of being an artist and like, taking it to however high level. So yeah, I felt like I've been doing this for so long, but it was just like something to tell me like, yeah, keep going. Like, kind of, yeah.
A lot of days didn't feel like you were worth a Juno Award. Yes or no?
What?
Like before actually winning, you didn't feel like you were worthy of the award or you could win it even. Was it attainable?
I felt like I believed in it, but I didn't think it would happen now for some reason. Like, I felt like,
too soon?
yeah, I think just always with everything fell out of like far out of reach for certain things. So this was on my vision board though. Maybe it's just a me thing. Like I just need to, that's why I'm practicing the positivity. I feel like all artists have that like side of them where there's like what am I doing? Like, am I doing this properly? But I feel like that it's, I don't know. It's just like it's all part of the artist journey, all these emotions and feelings. And when we see it happen, it's like, whoa. It's kind of like brings me back a little bit. But yeah.
I feel like that with everybody though.
Yeah.
Like in a creative world, and it's just like somebody that wants to like thrive in their career.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like with our generation, we're at a place where it's just like, am I doing the right thing? It's like,
yeah.
Especially if you come from a place where your parents just worked hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of pressure that
like,
whether like even if they don't tell you every day, like you could still feel it. You could it like translates even if they don't speak.
Yeah.
Like it kind of like it's a transfer of energy.
they can't tell you because they're trying to figure it out themselves.
They're trying to hold it together.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're not breaking down in front of you because they can't. They don't come from a generation where they can break down in front of their own kids.
That's true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it's like for all of us, it feels like it's just like, okay, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
I know I gotta stay consistent. Okay, I've been working so hard. It is patience. And I feel like it's the moments that you don't expect where things actually happen.
Yeah. And what's another thing? Someone told me like when everything feels like it's falling apart, that means like you're closer to what you're working towards.
Yeah.
So I kept thinking that honestly, this feelings were only the past like maybe 6 months or before it happened. It wasn't like my whole life. I don't believe in, but I just kept thinking, I'm like, okay, this pressure, these feelings, it means that it's right there. It's just a little trick, they're trying to trick you. That's not gonna happen, but anyways.
I think it's your mind. Like our mind tricks ourselves. I remember something literal that happened where I was just like, I was in a place where I'm like, okay, like I gotta push. I gotta do something. I've been doing this A&R. We worked on running a management company, which I still believe in, but it's just certain circumstances happened that just didn't allow us to continue in that time period. And that was end of 2023 where it was just like, man, so much shit. Literally, actually, end of 2023, beginning of 2024. I still remember. I think it was January 7th. And I think I called you too. I was like, bro, this shit is crazy. We had a snowstorm. I didn't even end up going to work at the club because it was just bunch of nonsense. And then 2 months later, I got a call to do my first solo tour with DJ Heavy Beats. Shout out my brother, DJ Heavy Beats. And it was 2 shows. And I was just like, whoa. And that happened so quick that it just gave me a boost. It gave me such a boost. And right after that, I got another opportunity that even gave me a bigger boost. And that's with one of my mentors and somebody who I looked up to in the music game for a long time. Like, that was probably one of the first artists in North America that I was just like, bro, you're dope. And that was Nasri, right?
Wow.
A year later, from when I felt like shit was crumbling, which was like towards November to December, I was just like, bro, what is going on? What am I doing? And then January, it was like the punch came in. I get the news that I'm doing a Middle Eastern tour with DJ Heavy Beats.
It's amazing.
And I'm not making this about myself.
No.
I'm going to be quick. I'm going to wrap it up. But just to piggyback on what you're saying, is like, it really is when you feel like shit is not happening. As long as you keep going, staying resistant, and actually applying yourself into what you're doing, I feel like things will happen.
But that's like the beauty of life. I think that's like, you know, like you don't like the beautiful thing about life is the unexpected good things that happen to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's obviously unexpected bad things that happen to you, but like some of like the beautiful things of life that like we look forward to, or that gives us hope or gives us optimism, is just like, oh, this opportunity came. Oh, this came. I don't even feel like I deserve this opportunity. Oh, how did this come? This must be... Actually, that's my faith journey now that we're on it. Like, yo, that's my faith journey, is just getting opportunities that I feel I wasn't worthy of. Or, you know, like, it wasn't because of me. Like, this happened because of a connection or this or
it's
that.
like imposter syndrome.
But that is you.
You know, it is...
For you to have that connection, it is still you. You know what I mean?
For sure,
like,
for sure.
And I feel like you're a person that does believe in God. And if that's
It brought me closer, because it just felt like for once it was like, yo, this was not me. This was like someone else helping, a higher power, like helping me, like, you know.
I believe that too.
Yeah.
I believe in that
Which is
stuff.
what you deserve, bro. And it's not just because it's you. It's what you deserve. It's what I deserve.
Yeah.
That's why when you just have that, of like, hey, I know things are gonna be okay.
Yeah, it's like
You're optimistic.
Yeah.
You feel good about it. Then you deserve it.
it's like
sure.
locking into
And
like
it's not
a
like you
certain
didn't put in the
frequency,
work.
you know?
Yeah.
Right? Like B put in the work, bro. I seen B put in work.
Thank you, man.
She did a whole music video for almost 13 hours.
Yeah, it was more than that. It was like 18. I don't even know.
You
Actually,
see?
maybe not 18. Maybe 16. 16.
It was long as hell, bro.
Yeah,
And
honestly.
she still stayed fresh, energetic, talking to everybody on the set, smiling, just laughing, being the loudest on the set, bringing her energy to the set.
Thank you for saying
That's
that.
crazy. You know what I mean?
I love music videos. You just because
You
like
killed that
everyone's
music video,
there
by the
for
way.
you, you know. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was hope you find because like it's just like even that it's like this is my song. I'm doing a video for it. Now there's like 20 people here just to shoot this, but it's not also just for me. It's like gonna be part of their portfolio and like things that I want them to feel proud that they're also part of this too, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I just
It's a meaningful teamwork.
yeah, and I don't want it to feel like, oh, 9 to 5, let's clock it. Like, I want everyone to enjoy the vibes, you know, take a shot, you know, like, you're in my world, but I'm also in your world, you know, I don't know.
Let's
Like,
not make this feel like work.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you ever want to direct a music video?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's part of my, honestly, before music, I wanted to get into, like film and all that stuff, but, like, I'm kind of, like, I'm going to wait for that when the time comes, but I would love to direct a music video.
You know why I asked that question? Just because of your energy on the set.
Oh my god.
And it wasn't like, it's not something that I would have
That's
guessed.
crazy.
I was just, let me ask her, because her energy, bro.
Yeah, you could be a leader
She's
on
like,
the
yo,
behind the,
That's
because that's what it is, right? It's
Yeah.
a leader behind the scenes.
Everybody's good.
It's a
A
big
director.
job. Yeah. Honestly, like, even if it's like a director or like someone co-direct, I don't know, like, I don't know. I don't really know the technicalities of like what a
The
director
titles?
actually does. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like just like vision wise, like creative stuff, like I would love to. I like coming up with ideas for like visuals. That's like my favorite part.
What do you call those, Ben? You're the expert.
Like creative director, right?
Okay.
Yo, you know what I respect about a director? Like seeing fried shit happening on set and just like not reacting negatively to it. I think that's like a talent.
That's true.
Like I remember I was I was on a set of like this music video, and the director asked me to bring like the feature artist on the music video, and I didn't know the feature artist's name. I was like, who you talking about? And she just like she asked me like a second time. I still didn't get it, and she just walked and got him herself. But like, I respect her. That's some fried shit.
I mean,
That's crazy.
You're fried shit. That's for sure. I don't know about that stuff. You're just fried.
That's wild.
Hey,
man.
At least she
God
got it.
help
You know,
her.
She got it
you
together.
have to have good energy because you have to, you know, there's some dumb shit happens on set.
Yeah.
A lot of, like, you know, and you gotta just keep a good attitude.
Yeah, because if the vibes are bad, like the things gonna turn out like shit.
Yeah.
Like you need
It
to
won't be
like,
fun.
yeah.
Okay, I have a question
It
because
won't
you've been on
matter.
a lot of music video sets. Like, from what I've seen, the most stressful thing on a music video set is like you're behind time. Things are like, is there anything like worse than that? Like pressure wise, like.
There's definitely times where I'm like doing my makeup and like they would come in the room like, hey, but they're also nice. The people I work with,
Yeah.
I guess so.
But like outside of being behind time, is there something like worse that could happen that makes the experience like stressful? Like I saw a
I'm
crash
trying to
show.
think. Oh damn! I
I'm
don't
not
know
gonna
about that
expose it,
stuff.
but like I saw a crash show. I literally saw someone who was about to like, I'm not recording anymore. Like you.
Okay,
you're
that's
like,
probably the worst thing. Like
Yeah.
The worst would probably, I would assume, like your director just walking off the set.
Yeah, like he was
Yeah.
about to walk off set. Like he's like, I can't.
Or like
work
one
with
of the main
I think
guys.
it's just like bad attitude and like,
Yeah.
because if you're giving bad attitude, and it's gonna make the artist feel uncomfortable. So
Yeah.
it's definitely that stuff. But thankfully, I haven't experienced that. Don't
I've
want
never
to,
seen
but yeah,
Come on.
yeah,
Honestly, if I'm there, I'd put somebody in this place. I'd just be like,
yeah,
boy, sit your ass back in that chair because you getting paid.
yeah.
If you getting paid, you gonna finish.
Ah,
this
they were
thing.
being stubborn because you wanted it to do a certain way, and it takes more time to set up. But the guy's like, I don't have money to like for more setup. Like, you know what I mean? We're already late in setup, and like I just saw the whole confrontation. I'm just like, oh. Okay.
I've definitely
that
seen.
I understand.
True.
Because like you can be, sorry to interrupt, but
It's
you
okay.
can be like understanding a little bit, back and forth. I don't have to just my way or your way. It's kind of meet in the middle.
I do have one thing to say. Oh, I had it for my pretty video. I had like 2 or 3 wardrobe malfunctions. So that's probably the worst thing to happen. I had this skirt, the zipper broke. My couple friends had to go to the Dollarama or somewhere while we're literally like setting up the set, and they had to buy bare pins. They had to put like 30 pins on my skirt. And then I had this top. It was like a chain top, and the chain broke. And it's one of those tops where you need to have
On the same.
yeah, on the same set. But we made it work. The video turned out fire. There was like a lot of girls part of that video too. So, you know, they made up. We got some beautiful girls on the video. But it was just my outfit that was just, ugh. You can't take it in. You don't notice it when you watch the video though.
Wardrobe.
Wardrobe
Female too?
malfunction, yeah.
Yeah, it sounds
my
very
God.
stressful.
Yeah. Like for me and you, it's whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to be sexist here.
Yeah.
For females?
Yeah.
Well, that's why you need a stylist, you know.
Well,
shout
especially
out to
because it's very
Michelle
meticulous.
and-
Like a lot of these
Yeah.
things take like hours to set up, and
Yeah.
like, yeah, I mean, there's a whole like 5 people working on your fucking fit, makeup,
Makeup,
everything.
Yeah.
everything, bro.
touch up everything.
Yeah.
You gotta do the makeup. You gotta make
Yeah.
sure this is good. This is.
Yeah, because I sweat in my face a lot, so I need that touch up.
That's crazy.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I like if it was me, I'd need a bucket beside me. I'd just be sweating.
Oh, you need to rinse your face or something like.
That's crazy.
We'll be right back. You be chasing your bigger
Yes,
dreams.
sir.
Yes, I love that. I'm a dreamer.
You're a dreamer.
I love that. It's
Yeah.
a match.
Do you have wild dreams or do you have like calm
I have
dreams?
insane dreams. You know, I had
Yeah.
a dream before I came here while I was taking my long ass nap
Yeah.
that I was driving and I took off my car at a red light and I was just chilling, and then I was supposed to go and I couldn't get my car started. I don't know why I dreamt of that. I just dream around and shit. And I was like
Random
panicking. I was like, oh my god.
You know what's crazy?
You know when someone's behind you, they're just trying to like.
Trying to hug at you. That's
When we were doing the skit, I had a deja vu.
Whoa.
Yeah, like I've seen this moment before.
In a
That's
dream.
insane.
Yeah.
Is that what they say deja vu is?
Yeah, they call me a visionary.
You know, I learned about that in psychology class, though. What it is? It's like a malfunction in your eye or something. But yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's not even.
Sorry. I'm just talking to
She didn't
myself.
She didn't even fucking finish her sentence.
Hey.
So you dreamt it? You felt the moment? Like you saw it?
I've been in this moment before. This is not my first time seeing this moment.
Wow.
Yeah. I already know. But yo, listen. I really gotta say it. Sapphire is like incredible body of work. Like I don't know you well, and like he knows you well, but like for me, like I'm listening to it, like I'm a guy who like typical guy. Just I love rap music. Always loved rap music, but just lately, I've been like because a typical guy like they just get into rap music. It's just rap nerd. Not
What?
Anyways. But yeah, when I listen to your music, I'm just
like
like, wow, like when I think of like R&B greats, like I'm like, wow, like you're in line with like how they sound.
Wow, that's big.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So tell me about Sapphire. Tell me about like the concept, like.
Me and Nat said something similar to that.
Really?
Yeah, in a meeting, I remember.
Aw.
Yeah.
Aw. Shout out Nat.
Shout out my dog, Nat.
Shout out Nat.
ETL Nat. That's my
ETL
dog.
Nat.
Wagwan with the Wagwan. He knows all about that.
But yeah, Sapphire, man. Funny, speaking of Nat, I think I was talking to her like a few years ago because I dropped Scarlet, my first EP, and that was kind of based around, the color red and all of that. And like, I just love colors. I was just into that. Like, I feel like when I make music, I just like see, like, I feel like there's a certain type of lighting that I like to have. And then with Sapphire, I just felt like I was inspired by Scarlet to have kind of like a sister project in a way, but more of like a flip side. I wanted to be a little bit more calm and sonically more chill.
Give
like
the blues.
Yeah, give them the blues, rhythm and blues. But I felt like I was doing more demos that were more like melodic rap and like just chill shit. Like I wasn't like trying to prove that I can sing. So I wanted to make the project more like storytelling and like vibey, and a lot of the stuff that I listen to is that kind of stuff anyways. And
was that something you and her discussed, or?
Oh yeah, so I think we did discuss the idea of Sapphire, and we're just going off and on text. I think that's what happened. Same thing with the 2-pack. So yeah, we were just cooking. We were cooking on text. And then Sapphire also just the color itself, like I feel like it's so chill, like, and also just the meaning of it. Like I wanted to go with something that meant that you're kind of like a one of a kind, and like to remind girls and people in general, men, boys, everybody is included, that like you are that bitch,
Yeah.
You're unique, you're special.
Yeah.
You are that bitch.
You tell these boys you're that bitch.
However way you wanna.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean, man. But
No, we got it. My bad. Being a child.
That's kind of like what I just wanted the vibe to be. I just want people to listen to it and just like feel confident and feel good. And like there are some songs that it touches more on like the deeper emotional level of my feelings and stuff. So I feel like that's where the blues come in. Sometimes you're blue, you're feeling blue, but I just wanted it to be mostly just about like reminding people that you're special and you are a gem. And it was mostly revolved around a relationship in the EP itself, but I want people to kind of just like zoom out and take their own meaning from it as well, So that's kind of like the basis of what it is. But I was really inspired by my first EP. That's why I named it that.
I like the song title Sapphire Tears. Because people, although your tears are clear in real life, people associate like cartoon tears with the blue sapphire color.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
expand
love
on
that
Is
song.
that where you
Yeah.
got that name from? Or like,
No, you know what's crazy? 2 weeks before the EP came out, I changed the title of that song to that. It was called "Will You Miss Me" before, and I'm like, you know what? This is like, yeah. I just felt like I wanted to.
You miss me, bitch. I needed a new song.
Yeah, Sapphire Tears just like stood out to me because it's a song about like letting go of someone. It's just one of those freeing songs for the girls. Like you're on a girls' night out and you're like not trying to think about the person that you're, crying over. There was times where I used to go out back in the day to the club and like freaking be in the stall crying. Like what kind of bullshit is that?
Yeah,
This is
that's
some sad girl shit.
I'm sorry, that's some bullshit.
And there is a line in
I
there.
could never cry over nobody while I'm at the club.
No, it was actually crazy, but this was like law. I was like 21 and shit, but like
Yeah.
there's a line in there where I'm saying I won't be missing Cartel, which is like Vibes Cartel used to be playing outside on the dance floor while I'm in the stall. Like no, that's not happening
I
anymore.
won't be missing Cartel no more.
It's stupid.
I'm drinking.
I don't know if you
Rom.
guys like caught that in the lyrics, but anyways, you go in
That's-
Genius lyrics, but that Sapphire Tears is also kind of like it's kind of a little. I want it to be a little like glamorous in a way too, like some positivity.
Yeah, because like it's like you're releasing, so it's
Yeah.
like your tears are also like, they're like I kind of like that concept too, because it's like that is the gems, that is the jewel.
Yeah.
It's kind of like using that to let go and like.
Yeah. And sometimes when you are on a night out, like you do get a little lit and you're like, you get into those vibes of like missing someone and shit. And like, I just wanted to put a song out that was like being vulnerable on that, but still kind of like reminding people that you're that bitch. You're still that bitch. Stop thinking about the person. Like, there's no more, just trying to leave that era. So that's what that song's one of my favorites.
So I was telling Terrain like, yo, like I fuck with this tape. And the first thing I told them about was 20 Days.
Remember the first time you played us 20 days? I remember actually Natalie. Yeah, shout out my girl Natalie.
Yeah,
I love
she
that girl.
loves that song too. I love that song.
She hit me up and she's like, yo, Michael, like, just listen to 20 Days, bro. I said for her, she's like, just listen to me. She's like, I'm going to send you everything right now. Just try, like, this is the EP that we're working on. I think at the time you had went out one time to LA.
Yeah.
But you didn't do your second time. Because the second time you guys did a little more work.
Yeah, no.
You were in the studio with Noah. And
Yeah, that trip was goated. I think it was
Yeah.
like 2 weeks or something I spent,
Yeah,
and we
yeah,
made
yeah.
that track, and I was like, yo. And we were pitching that song around too, and I felt bad because I was like, I wanted the song to
Yes,
myself, and I felt bad
yes.
because I was like telling them, like, guys, like, yeah, we can do this, but I think I was being a little bit like harsh in a way of like, sometimes you just know when a song, you
Is
just
yours?
want it. Yeah, it's like, it falls into you. I don't know. Just like
Yeah.
there's another song, Baby Girl, too, on the EP that I felt the
BBG.
same way. BBG. Yep. Lowercase.
yeah, 20 days was crazy, bro.
Shout out
I
Noah.
heard that. I was just like,
love that song.
This is it.
Yeah, that one stood out to me.
Yeah.
Probably the most, actually.
Wow.
What was
Well,
that like? What's the
there's-
creation of that? Who worked on that? Tell us a little more.
Yeah, so it was just me and Noah in the studio. I
out
was
my boy
actually
Noah.
shout out Noah. He's so talented.
Yeah, that boy is cold.
That must have been one of the last sessions we have, to be honest. It's so long ago, but I'm gonna lock in with him soon. We're gonna make more bangers.
Let's
But
go to LA.
yeah, that
We gotta
song,
go to LA together. We've been saying that.
we've been saying that.
Yeah.
But that song, I honestly was inspired by Don Tolliver. Like, in that era, I was listening to a lot of him, and I just liked his, like, flows and how he was just, like, hopping around. Like, especially the second verse, I think it was very inspired by his writing. It's kind of weird, right? I don't know, but
Okay.
No,
it's
why?
different.
Oh, okay.
I think he brought something like new to the game.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, that was the inspo on, like, the
Wow.
vibes for that. But, yeah, that song is
done.
fire. Yeah, he's lit.
What does this album mean to you?
This album is very special to me. It's funny we call it album, but
Yeah.
it's
Project.
definitely yeah, whatever. We call it whatever you want. It's definitely a special one to me. Also, like, side note, like, my grandma, my mom told me, like, her birthstone is a sapphire too. I found this out after, and my grandma's like one of my, rest in peace to her, she's like one of my, I feel like, guardian angels. Like, she's always, even before she passed, she used to come to my
Rest in peace.
performances. Yeah, and like she was like 92, but she was definitely one of my best friends. So it's cool to find out that was her birthstone after, like, even though the project is kind of like hype, turn up shit, like there is that like deeper thing close to me that I can, keep to myself. But yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
What was the creation like? Because you did, 2 different places. I know you created some songs out in LA and then you got some songs here in Toronto. What was that like? What was that journey like, working with this producer and then obviously your main producer, Adrian, I believe?
Yeah, Adrian and Tab, shout out to them. They did a lot of the project. And I think what happened was I was making songs while I put out Scarlet. I was still making songs right after that in that year. So I didn't really know what the songs were going towards because I obviously pitched songs around like the songwriter. Right. But then there's certain songs that throughout time I was like, oh wait, I like that one. Like these certain songs stand out to me and felt like it needed to be placed together on a project. And later on I realized like the meanings kind of like went together. Like I was kind of talking about similar things. So yeah, that's kind of like the creation. It was kind of spread out. And Sapphire Tears was one of the last ones. I was working with Sauce Boy and I told him I wanted like a song that was a little upbeat. Like I felt like that was missing from the project. I just wanted that element because I would love to do a project on just that kind of sounds. So I wanted to kind of introduce that a little bit more on this one. And in terms of like creating on my own and stuff, like I usually would create in the studio with people and then I would take it home to myself and like rewrite things or like re-record things and kind of just dive a little deeper on things, mostly like on my ones.
Right. Was there any other projects at the time or R&B, female or male, that influenced you during that period of time?
I think the projects that influenced me there was this Bryson's Anniversary. It is kind of the pandemic albums. There's like Kehlani's. It wasn't until what was it called? It was good until it wasn't. That Kehlani project. Do you remember that one?
I do.
That one, yeah. I just loved like those vibes, like the Can I, the Toxic song, just those like moody late night vibes, and Summer Walker, Over It too.
Are you toxic?
It could be. I'm not anymore. I have a song called Toxic.
At least you're real about it.
Hey,
I feel like a lot of people can't admit it.
No, I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm not toxic.
No, but that's honest though, because Geminis can be. You know that. I think
it used to be.
I think our whole generation can be toxic, and I think sometimes it's unintentional. I think it's like certain things that we do.
I think it's human. People are just in different like maturity levels. And
yeah, but like you're like really toxic. Like there's levels to that too. So
what's like
you're toxic. Like this guy, you're up here. Ben, he's toxic. He's toxic. You see?
I'm the chill guy. I'm just a chill guy.
You pretend, bro. This is my thing with you, bro. And I told you this. It happened all of season 1. You sit here, you play this baby face killer bullshit. You think you're fucking this innocent because you're quiet. Most of the time, you're just fucking stoned, right?
Yeah, now we're airing me out. Who's the fucking toxic one now?
Right?
Yo, he's using this toxic thing
guys.
to
fucking. He's not really stoned all the time.
But like, what's toxic to you? Like, what's the highest level toxic versus low?
Matt's fucking toxic.
No.
And then he sits here.
He's around. That means he's around really good people all the time. If I'm the highest toxic.
I'm the issue because I call him out on his bullshit.
Nah, bro.
I'll call him out on his bullshit and I look like I'm the bad guy.
Nah, bro, because you're hiding.
Toxic.
You're fucking hiding behind toxic to take shots at me. And I'm going to sit here and just be like, yeah.
How am I
buddy,
hiding
fuck
behind
off.
Toxic, bro?
Huh?
How am I hiding? But I'm calling
I'm
you
not
out.
toxic, bro. I'm not toxic.
You're not
you
toxic,
know that, bro.
You just introduced yourself and said, "I'm not giving your girl back. I'm charging 75% tariff on your." You used to tell.
Yeah, bro.
You used to tell
that's
them,
a clap back.
You used to.
That's not being toxic. If I
to
was toxic, I'd be like, yeah, 150% tariff.
What? What's the difference?
Because I'm doubling down. I'm not going double.
You still sat here and told the man
I'm playing the
that you're
game.
gonna take his girl and then put her beside the green bin and the blue bin.
Yeah, bro.
Because she belonged to the streets.
I'm trying to be organized.
I don't even hear that part. That's crazy.
Who cares about the environment?
Yeah, bro. I'm composting the right way and you have a problem with me?
Nah,
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Composting in the right way is crazy.
He's talking about bring your sightings.
That is wild.
Trying to throw out the things the right way the government's asking us to. The city of fucking Stouffville, the town of Stouffville is asking me to.
Nah, you're still toxic, bro.
Wow.
You tell me you're not toxic? Listen, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I'm not toxic.
Are you toxic?
Yeah, there's days I can be.
There's
really
days.
toxic.
There's days.
There's times.
But you're more toxic.
No.
Yes.
No.
You tell me you're not more toxic than me. Matt, you're really trying to sit here and tell me you're not more toxic than me?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying, fam?
We're all fucked up. We're all fucked up. Like,
pretty
what are we?
clear. Damn.
We're all fucked.
I
That's
think
all
I'm
gonna
good.
say.
I'm good.
Yo.
I'm a lover girl.
Yeah, see, I'm a lover boy. Like, I want to be a lover boy.
I love that.
I want to be a lover boy.
That's good.
And I think, like,
Wifey.
I've definitely taken certain...
You're a lover girl?
I would say so, yeah.
You're not a lover boy.
I'm a lover
Nah,
girl.
I used to be.
You used to be?
Used
So
to
who
be.
who
When
hurt
was
you?
that?
I can't expose who hurt me,
When was that?
but
When I first met you?
that was phase 2 of my lover boy.
But you still toxic.
Buddy, fuck off with the toxic shit.
I'm just being real.
Nah, bro, I was not toxic, bro.
Bro.
Like, stop this. When you met
You know
me,
you were
you
toxic.
fucked with me. No, bro.
Fuck with you.
Yeah, bro. Nah, you weren't fucking with me.
You didn't fuck with me.
I didn't fuck with you.
Because I called you out on being toxic.
Nah, you
Damn.
loud ass
You
bitch ass,
cheered
bro.
for two teams in the playoffs that were facing each other in the final. You're toxic.
Nah,
Oh.
listen, back to Benita.
Oh, damn. Okay. Hi.
So you said you're a lover girl?
B.
I think so.
You see what he's trying to do, eh?
I mean, I have some songs that are kind of like, you know, not lover girl.
Is it hard to be a lover girl in the industry?
I think so. I'm kind of, I don't know. I feel like because it's hard because you're like, I don't know, man. Shit, I'm figuring out.
You're still trying to figure that out.
I feel like, cause like if you're like an artist, I'm trying to figure out like if people are in relationships, you know, like some people like they flaunt their relationships as an artist, but then when you like it kind of limits your music, like what you talk about.
But that's just their application into the shade room.
What?
I'm joking. It just means coming in.
What?
Yeah, they post it and then like they break up and then they get on the shade room.
That's
So that's
an
PR.
application.
You're saying PR.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are like on purpose relationship. But I don't know. I feel like what you're trying to say is that you don't want to show that you're in a relationship because as an artist, you still want to be able to talk about
I don't
whatever
really.
you want.
I really haven't thought about it. I'm not really like a public person anyways to like
Okay.
show, you know, PDA.
Yeah.
So that's probably that. I don't know. Shit. But you asked me if I'm a lover girl. I definitely am. I love feeling love. I love being in love, you know?
Yeah.
I love writing love songs, but I also like writing
Do you hate being
toxic-
in love too?
Sometimes. There are some things. You know, love is a
It's not
drug.
all good. It's a drug. Are drugs fucking all good?
I don't know. I don't do drugs.
Damn, yeah, true.
Why are you laughing? I don't
Okay.
do drugs. I do drugs? Name me one drug that I do.
Marijuana?
That's not a
Mary
drug.
Jane.
What is it?
That's a flower.
Oh, you're one of
That's
those.
cannabis.
You're one of those.
What do you mean I'm one of those? You were just saying that 2 hours ago. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but I'm not sitting here saying, oh, it's fucking grass.
It is.
It's not,
What the fuck you mean it's not?
buddy.
Buddy, I know when the first time you ever picked up weed off a fucking dealer, he put oregano and grass in that fucking
Yo.
deagle for you.
Yeah, shout out the
Not
homies
the
who be
oregano.
providing
See what I'm
shit.
saying?
The $20 ounce shakes. Shout out the homies who
What
be
you
providing
talking
those.
about, bro? Yeah, that's not a drug.
All right. Anyways, back to
Yeah.
back,
Not
back
the
to
oregano. Like,
You know what I'm talking about.
yeah.
So,
I know.
but love can be hard.
Yeah. I feel like it's such a, like, I'm figuring it out. I don't know. Because, like,
Is it harder for our generation to figure it out?
I feel like it's hard for me to talk about love, but it's easier for me to put it
right.
in my music. That's why I'm like, huh? I don't know how to answer this,
But
but,
then it's easier for you to
you know,
express
I'm
it.
like that person, maybe.
You ever freestyle?
I freestyle like on the mic, but it comes out like vomit.
Mm.
like gibberish. Like the 1-2 words make sense. But I would love to be better at freestyle. No, I would love to be honestly better at I would love to freestyle. I would love to actually rap. But like no, I'm not putting that out there. I'm not a rapper.
Me too. I'd love to
fun.
freestyle. I'd get way more hoes if I was freestyling.
Oh gosh. Nice.
If I could freestyle that, actually, like white girls love that shit.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my I'm sorry for my co-host's behavior and like the vulgar words that he's using. Mom, I didn't. Again,
My
it's
bad.
not me.
My bad. My bad to my
all
mom
the
too.
women that watch us, I'm sorry, is not me. It's this toxic Staten Island looking ass motherfucker. I apologize. I am truly sorry for these words that are being said. We don't call women hoes. We call them woman.
Yeah. The hoes are different.
Happy Women's Month.
Happy Women's Month. All right, yo, let's
Together, okay.
let's talk about, let's bring it back to music. So
Yes.
me and Tranny been trying to get into the remix project and we can't get in.
Oh my
Don't
god.
put me in this.
Well, yeah.
Nah,
Wait,
don't
how
say
old are
well,
you guys
yeah.
then? Like,
No,
well, to the
bro.
remix project, we're considered senior citizens.
yeah, probably. I know there is a
Yo,
cutoff, but
I am not a part of this. I'm not taking shots at you guys. That's crazy.
no, we love remix.
Neither.
We love remix.
Come on, that's not a shot. Anyways. Oh, like fuck, man.
So what are you trying to get into? What program?
Media, what you want?
Yeah, like media, like
Marketing.
Business, right?
yeah,
Business.
maybe start a podcast lane in there.
Yeah, they should do that. That'll be interesting, like a
Right?
podcast. That's
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah, but anyways, like we just wanted to know, like,
Sir Gavin, all at us.
yeah, holla at
Shout
us.
out Gavin, you know.
Not a Gavin.
No shade, no shade. Shout out Remix Project. We always,
Yeah.
we actually
Yeah.
show love to Remix Project on the show. A lot of people who have graduated Remix Project have been on the show, so
We love
we
that.
would
we
never
love
shit
that.
on them.
Yeah.
But anyways, like, what was your experience like? Like, how did it like did it do like a big thing for your career? Was it just like taking a summer course at fucking high school? Like what was it?
Honestly, no, remix, like, it really brought, like, it made me meet a lot of the main, like, I can't even explain, like, a lot of my creatives that I work with, the collaborators, are from remix in my round. So there's Tiger, shout out to Tiger. He does like, that's crazy. Yeah, Tiger, he does like a lot of my like content stuff, and they're really doing well with the video stuff. And then there's Tabs, who is an amazing producer. He was in my round as well. And then there's Micah. Yeah. So these are people that I've been growing with, and like Micah also, she does graphics, so she did like a really cool 360 visualizer for Selfish.
Okay.
Check it out on YouTube. You know, you could put, if you have VR glasses, you can kind of like be in the world of the song, and we kind of created it from scratch. Like, it's sick. I don't know how she did that, but that's crazy. It was cool that kind of
Micah?
like she was Micah. Yeah. So yeah, remix was cool for like just meeting people, and because before that I didn't really know much people in the city. Like I knew like a 1-2, but it was kind of hard to like just be like, hey, you want to work? I feel like sometimes you're a little shy, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And I was
Kind of breaks the ice for you guys.
yeah, because you're
And it's
all in
like
a hub.
creative hub.
Isn't it like a really dumb thing? I'm sorry. I have to come in like,
Hold on.
like,
What are we talking about?
like just like this thing that we have in our heads, like when it comes to strangers, and like 9 times out of 10 when like you talk to people, obviously the setting and situation, obviously it matters and stuff, but 9 times like people are actually kind of on the same wave. Like it's just like they actually want to talk. They want to, but we all have this fucking thing like, oh, I don't want to bother nobody. I want to like,
Yeah. I feel like I've always been just to myself too, as a natural thing. I'm the only child, you know, so it was cool to just like be in a space to just like meet other people and make friends. I think it was 2019, so it was a bit ago. I was like 20 something.
Oh, that's when you were in the project?
Yeah. So it's like 6 years ago. But yeah, like it kind of brought you out of your box a bit. There's DJs there too you can meet, and like kind of build your team really. And some people get different things out of it. For me, like I think it was the relationships and stuff. Yeah.
Just building that connection with people.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy that you said what you said. I do agree with you on that. Shout out C, because she told me the same thing. It's like, yo, just talk to people and see how people actually just want to have a conversation.
And people are actually friendly too. Just don't ask them for fucking change for the bus, but like, you know what I mean? But like, people are friendly.
For money
like,
and
you know
shit,
what I mean? Like,
as long as you don't touch their money, they're friendly. They want to have a conversation. They want to get to know you, and you can build connections through that. And I feel like that's what's great about, things like, Remix Project is that it just allows a young cats in the city, the young talented people in the city to be like, yo,
find a connect.
Because like as you get older, like we're senior citizen, but it's easier for us to connect. Because we're older. Well,
that's what's happening. You're seeing this thing that's becoming like a fraternity, like the alumni.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
you
become an alumni.
Everybody in the city. That's one thing I'll do. They think like they're the coolest people, and I call them out on it all the time. I'm like, yo, like, relax. I missed Remix Project.
But it's a brand. They're proud of the brand.
It is. Like, and I think that's what's cool about it too. It's like when you're in a fraternity. It's like that.
Well, that's what we're saying.
And you're like, damn, like. My daddy ain't got no money to put me in a fraternity.
Like
that's how it is.
You know the dickheads that go to Western and Queens?
Yeah, bro. That's not. That's exactly who they are. Yeah, but it's okay.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to you guys. For real.
Because that's what it is, though. Like I'm saying dickheads, but that's the reality. Like those are strong programs, and they have. It's the same thing as Remix.
Everybody, we just this all the graduates.
I'm here to.
It's all love. We just joking.
It'd be cool though. Like something I want to do, and like whenever it would be cool to do like a program or something for people like that are a little older, like people who started late.
For sure.
Who like, cause everything is kind of.
Don't put at me.
I don't know how old you guys are, but
you,
you're never old to do anything.
To be honest, I could have probably like pushed to get in, but. I had a conversation with one of the guys, and he looked at me and he's like, "Bro, you're already doing an internship with."
He's just trying to be nice to you, brother.
No, but he's right because I was already.
He's just trying to be nice to you.
Internship.
He politely said, "You're too old. You're doing your thing. Fuck off."
I wasn't. I was literally turning 25 in a couple months. I was still 24.
Exactly.
Right?
How long is the Remix project?
You gotta be 24.
I think it's still 24.
There you go. Bro.
But then I feel like
you would have expired, bro.
That's crazy. Expired is wild, bro. I don't know.
Stop. Not expired. Best by best before.
Not about it. Don't put me in this conversation. But he had a point. He looked at me and said, "Bro, you're doing an internship with a management group that's already established. I think you're okay. I think you're gonna figure it out. Just keep doing what you're doing." And at first, I was like, "What the fuck? Like, I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to connect with people in the city." Then I took a step back and I was like, he's not actually. I see what you're saying. I'll be alright.
Yeah, you've been doing
your thing. Resources and what I got.
You're just not part of the frat.
That's cool. Most of the frat people fuck with me. I'm not one guy that can come go into the frat,
talk your shit,
drink with them, play beer pong with them. Same. But I'm just not sleeping in that house.
Right.
You know what I mean? Back in the day, I'd probably sleep at your girl's place, but now I'm a holy man, so I sleep.
He's fasting. He's getting right with dog.
Dog is
dog.
All right, yo, moving on.
Okay.
V, what's going on? V, what's going on, man? What's going on? Tell me, what's going on?
What's going on, man? What's going on with me?
How's Mom's?
Mom's? She's good. She's good. She's coming. Parents are coming to the Junos.
To the Junos? You excited for that, eh?
I'm excited, yeah. I was just like thinking the other day, I was like, I got emotional because I was like, my parents are getting older. And
it's the shittiest part.
0 minutes are left, but yeah. What? I'm sorry.
It's the shittiest part of growing up, like watching your parents.
Yeah. So that's why I was like, I feel proud, like they get to come, come with me.
See you.
Yeah. So make it a thing.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I gotta tune into the Junos.
They're definitely not gonna air the rap and R&B categories, which is it's okay, but
it's independent too.
Yeah.
They should be.
That's a whole different conversation.
Well, we're not having that.
We're not getting political with Canadian people right now.
Yeah, bro.
We got a whole lot ahead of us.
No, we'll keep it here. I mean, like, we've talked about your pen being amazing.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to talk about, actually.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Like,
I mean,
big artists you've written for.
You've heard multiple people tell you this. I've heard people tell you this, that you have really great pen.
That's word on the street.
Damn, they talking.
Where's some of the artists that you wrote for? I know you had a couple things.
Yeah,
things with Sabrina.
Yeah, we wrote with Sabrina and this girl. Is it? Sorry, I thought you.
Yeah. Good.
No, I wrote with Sabrina and I'm forgetting the name, but I'll get back to you on the name.
Okay.
Sorry, but Sabrina's amazing.
Sabrina?
Amazing. She's such a great like energy in the room to write with.
Yeah.
I would love to write with like just like Pooh Bear and like there's just like I would love to write a project for Bieber or like write for his next. That's like one of my goals. I feel like because like I feel like I'm kind of influenced by him in a way, certain ways. I have a lot of different influences.
You got demos for Bieber?
I definitely got demos. You gotta ask Natalie. She got the tracks.
You don't got demos?
Yeah, I got demos. Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk to them.
But yeah, like who else have I written for? I've written for like a girl group down here, BLK. They're not together anymore, but like it was cool to kind of like write for a girl group.
Yeah.
It's always been
R&B
my dream,
group.
like R&B group. I felt like I was kind of in the girl group, but I was like behind the curtain, But
oh, that's kind of cool.
more
I
like,
see what you're saying.
Yeah, because
you're a part of them, but you're not really.
Yeah, I'm not really part of them, but like they did their thing, but that was cool. That was a cool moment. I feel like I've written for more Canadian artists, but I wanna step out more. I gotta go to LA. I feel like I need to do something, go in the States a little bit more and just like dibble dabble.
Could you write for Lil Durk?
I don't know any songs by him. Yeah? Should I pitch some songs?
He's my favorite artist. That's why I'm asking.
Lil Durk? Isn't he? Is he?
He's in jail.
Yeah. Okay.
Free Durk. Free
so
Smirk.
He might need
free
some.
Smirk.
Shut up, bro. Don't be saying
His album's dropping.
Guy screaming free like you grew up in the hood with the guy, bro.
Bros.
Holy.
Fuck you.
Isn't he like he has like nice like big eyes?
Bro.
He does. He
That's
does.
what
He gets made fun of a lot for his reactions. Like
what?
Like he has.
He has big eyes. Like.
Sorry, not to say like.
Like he always looks like this in photos.
Like
he always looks like puzzled.
That's the only thing I've seen about him. That's probably.
See?
Oh my gosh.
See, and I'm the toxic one.
Hey, I'm just roasting you.
How are you roasting me? That's my favorite artist.
You know what?
Is it a bad thing to have bad eyes?
We'll be right back because I'm done with this Dirk talk. We're gonna talk about Benita. Fuck that.
Can you write drill?
Who else would
I
you
like
like
drill.
to work for?
Oh.
Or sorry, with. Write for. That's what I meant to say, not work.
Like anyone in the world.
Yeah. I would say anyone in the world.
I would love. I don't know why Bieber's the only person I'm thinking right now, but.
I don't know how Dirk's not at the top of your list.
Oh my god, here we go again.
I need to find.
Leave Dirk
Callie
alone.
Uchis. I love her music.
Oh, okay.
I love her vibes. Damn, why am I?
Bryson?
Bryson would be fire, even though I think he's not
Don
even
Toliver's
trying to do music
girl?
anymore.
I heard he's dropping another album soon.
Am I tripping?
Bryson?
Yeah.
Is he lying? I thought he's putting out like a video game or something. Damn, you never know.
I think this was a
Obviously.
recent headline that he's gonna drop something
Sick.
I
soon.
don't
What'd you
really care too much for him.
I also love a
Bryson is
Drizzy. I want to get sampled
the
by
guy.
Drizzy. Love that. Would love that. The Weeknd. I would love to do something with him. That'd be crazy. Yeah. There's a lot, man. Lil Durk, I guess.
Yo, you just got him so cheesy.
Honestly, I don't know a single song, but I'll do my
I
research.
might just rock
Is it
out,
worth
bro.
it? Should I even do
No,
my
it's
research?
not worth it. Nobody cares about Lil Durk.
It's worth it. Free
Nobody
Smirk.
cares. Like, only Keisha is in.
He's about to drop an album from jail.
Bro.
The second guy to do it this year.
No, he's not. That album was already done before he went to jail. Stop lying.
Yeah,
Stop.
you're right,
Free
but it's
to
still
me.
dropping from jail.
No, it's not.
It's not the same. You're
He
right.
didn't
Shout out
record
Tory
it from
Lanez.
jail. Don't do that.
I know.
He'd already
I know.
pre-recorded everything.
I know.
All they had to do was make. If he didn't go to jail, if he wasn't, I ain't even gonna call him that because I don't know what happened in his life. I don't want to tear that man down because I have no problem. The only issue that I have is you, because you keep bringing that man's name into this goddamn podcast. Excuse me, Lord, that's I got. You keep bringing his name to this podcast in front of every guest. And it makes no sense.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
It does. We were talking
Nobody
about writing.
cares.
I wanted to see if she
Nobody
could write
cares
drill.
about him.
I wanted
I
to
like
see
drill.
if she could write drill.
For what?
for her collaboration with Lil Durk.
Nobody is
Here we
gonna
go.
have a collaboration with Lil Durk.
Why?
I like drill.
Because if I'm her manager,
because when Benita's
or any of her manager, business-wise, I would not put her with Lil Durk.
why he's got bands.
What bands?
What do you mean?
What bands?
She's trying to get paid for
What?
writing.
From what? He promoted his girl's fucking thing on Drake's thing, and she ended up dumping him.
No, she is.
What?
No, bro.
Bro, you're such a groupie, man.
Bro, you're at a
Get
date.
off his
You're at a
fucking
date.
meat, bro.
You're at a date, bro.
Like, what is wrong with you, bro?
You're at a date, bro. She could, Benita could pull up to Chicago, Chirac, and just write him a verse or two.
You gotta play me a song. What's a good song?
Girl,
Are we still gonna
don't
continue
even
this?
talk about
Okay.
We're
switching
We're
talking
talking about Lil Durk.
I appreciate
mean,
you,
you're
though. I
kinda
appreciate that. You're
educating
trying to
me,
make it
you know?
work.
You're
You're trying to
I'm
make it
trying to
work.
understand who you trying to work for.
Okay, so
Like
while
what?
you were talking, I thought of I
I
like
didn't
Georgia
either.
Smith. I love Georgia Smith. I
See,
love
now we're talking.
Kate Trinata, but I'm thinking like writing for and like if whatever collab.
Would
it
you
could
write a
be.
pop record? Or
Hell yeah.
That's something you don't.
I would love to write a pop.
You should be
record.
writing melodic rap.
Yeah, I
Like
would do that. I would do
Like a
anything.
boogie with a hoodie.
Oh, he's still.
That's
crazy.
melodic rap.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to it.
No,
song
like a
by him in
female
minute.
melodic rap. I'm going for.
Mariah
that
the Scientist. I would like to
Yeah.
write for her.
That was Matt's one of Matt's crushes.
Oh,
Mariah?
that is Matt's crush.
Mariah.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of them.
Yeah.
Okay, well I'll
Like,
find.
she's-
I'll
Like
find
he likes
a way.
white girls
Find a
more.
way for you.
Like his type is white.
No,
girls.
but she's like,
okay.
she's
But
like,
she's
she's
a- yeah.
light skinned queen. Like those
Like,
queens
she's what?
I put on a pedestal.
you like
who?
them scientist
Light-skinned
gals,
queens.
Okay.
Yeah, light skin queen.
Yeah.
That's a bad joke.
Wow.
Yeah. She's like, she's up there with Lori Harvey to me.
And y'all telling me
I
he's
said
not
it.
toxic.
I said, how's that toxic?
Y'all telling me.
I said she's beautiful.
You
He's
gotta
not
hit up
toxic.
Steve Harvey, yo. You gotta go on Family Feud. That's your way in.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not getting in.
Lori Harvey,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Where does Lori Harvey belong?
Inside. I'm not putting that shit on the street for nothing, bro. I'm putting that in the safe. I'm putting that in the safe.
I just
I'm putting a
physically
code.
walked
I'm
by.
throwing
Yo.
the key away. I'm forgetting it. I forgot where I put it. It's the only thing I want for Christmas.
You really about to simp for Lori Harvey like that?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
said.
I'll do it for Ruby Rose.
I gotta cut
I'll
that.
do it for
Rose.
Maria the Scientist.
He said-
Maria, you can't even say your name right, yo.
Ruby Rose.
Mariah.
What did I say?
Hold on,
Maria,
didn't Ruby
Maria.
Rose like?
My
wasn't
bad.
she like ran through like Ruby Rose, or am I tripping?
Nah, bro. We talked
I know
about this,
nothing.
bro. Drewski's just pulling stunts, bro. He's just doing PR shit.
Yo, he was in love.
Yeah,
Poor
a lot of
guy.
men's. A lot of men's.
That was
I rate
funny,
him.
so.
Would you do a fake relation, like a PR relation?
That's so funny. I don't know.
What if it had like a real positive impact to your music? Like, is this something you
I can't
consider?
say that on camera because they're gonna know.
that's
They're gonna
true.
be like, "Yo, you're dating Central C." Like, didn't he do the same thing with
He did with what's her name?
Ice Spice?
Ice Spice?
Spice,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
He's just hanging out with her and his girl's crashing out. That's not the same.
Nah, he was.
I think it was.
I
I
don't
don't know, yo.
I don't know.
You know what? I'm gonna plead the fifth.
You grew up in Etobicoke?
No, I grew up in North York,
North
aka
York.
Jane and Finch.
East End.
Yes. No, West End. Wait, what am I saying? West End. But like, I went to school in Etobicoke, so Rexdale and stuff. All my friends are from there. It's kind of both areas. Definitely a West End girl.
Okay, so you're gonna
Yeah.
claim the West End. Okay. So you know a little thing, a 1-2 thing about performing, right?
Yeah.
You perform in like venues and stuff.
Mhm.
Okay, so we have a situation here, right? We have a Drake and Kendrick beef, right? And then they're saying Drake might perform at the halftime of the FIFA World
Yes.
Cup.
I heard that.
You think he will?
That would be crazy.
Okay.
I don't know though.
Would
I
you
thought
wanna
he.
see it?
I mean, yeah.
Is that bigger than the Super Bowl?
To me, Super Bowl is like the all-time goal.
We're speaking about
I'm
the
not a
performance.
sports girl. I don't watch this stuff. So.
Yeah.
Sorry, my hands are clammy.
Yo, it's okay.
Well, so this
You're
is
so funny. Because he was like, hold on. Did I say the wrong answer?
So I was like,
I'm not a
Super Bowl
sports girl.
So no, listen. This is the thing. So
Yeah.
logically, right? The World Cup is more international, so it's more global. They've never had a halftime show, right? But Drake, if Drake is the first one, you get the title of being the first one, and you get a bigger show technically than the Super Bowl because it could
billion
be
people watching.
potentially the bigger platform that never existed
Oh, it
before.
is.
I think it's
You have
gonna
a
be the
billion
start
people
of
watching
something
over there.
huge if he does it.
Sorry?
I think it's gonna be the start of something big if he does it, because FIFA's already big. It's not the biggest.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know what.
The World Cup is the biggest
So
event in
that's
the world.
that is.
It's bigger than the Olympics. It's bigger than everything. It's like there's average of 1 point something
Yeah.
million people watch it.
And Drake is obviously like. So him being the first person.
And it just, I mean, it's in North America. Some shows are in Toronto. I think it just depends on where, or some games are in Toronto. I don't know. I don't know if they'll. I think what the FIFA guy did was just more of create low tension, stir the pot a little bit. I just feel like logically, the way I'm thinking about it, a FIFA World Cup, yes, Drake is known worldwide, but you want pop stars. You want Dua Lipa, you want Bad Bunny, Billie Eilish, people like that. Yeah, he's pop number, but he's still on the rap side more. You know what I mean? Like, he killed the game in rap numbers for sure. Pop numbers, yes, he's done great with #1 billboards and things like that. Incredible. I don't know. I just feel like it feels to me like you would need somebody like, like a Dua Lipa, like a Shakira.
I feel like it's very on brand with how he's moving. He's very like if you notice, like he's very like trying not to do as many things that are like industry, like like he's not gonna show up to a Grammy Award. He's not gonna do a Super Bowl performance. You know what I mean? So being the first of something that you already were a global ambassador for when they introduced the idea of American games.
If he's to do a pop album, like a pop music album, there's no rap, it's just pop. Possibly. I don't see Drake doing that because it's not a part of his brand. He always has to have the rap, or he will lose credibility in the hip hop game. And that's something I feel like he holds on to,
Of course.
dearly, because I don't think he's ever been respected as a rapper. Whether because he's light skinned, whether because he's Canadian, whether because he sings more and the women love him and he does music for the women. I don't know what people's opinions are. I mean, their perspective is theirs. But I definitely can see that he holds tight to wanting to be a great rapper, and he's not going to let that go by him creating an album like that. He'll have moments and songs. He'll have a song with Bad Bunny, a feature, or Camila Cabello, or have Gordon do a remix on some of his music. He'll have moments like, okay, I was calling my phone, but even then, that's a rap pop song. He'll never just have pop. Unless he creates this crazy rap pop sound, which I won't put it past him, because I definitely think that guy has a formula. Maybe. I just don't, I don't know. I feel like for a Super Bowl, cool, you might have rappers now.
But this is the first, yeah.
but you're
There's a lot of weight on this one.
Yeah, bro. This is
Yeah.
like the first FIFA World Cup. Like, we're talking FIFA World Cup, where billion people are watching. You don't just have North Americans watching. You have the whole world's watching, right? I can see even a K-pop artist being there before it.
I can see Bad Bunny,
You know
like
what
you
I mean?
said too.
Yeah,
that would
like
make
Bad
sense.
Bunny. I can see somebody like that. Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift, damn.
Dua Lipa. Taylor. I mean, Taylor. She can do anything she wants.
Yeah, she hasn't done the Super Bowl yet either.
Definitely
Billie
would love to
Eilish.
see Drake doing it for sure.
Yeah, I think I'm open. I'm all
I
for it
wouldn't
if he
be
does
against it.
Yeah,
I
I just
don't
think
know.
like it makes sense, like just like being the first to do it and like
I agree.
I think that was just more of like stirring the pot out of nothing.
Because he'll never do a Super Bowl performance.
I wouldn't say never.
I don't see it.
I wouldn't say never.
I think he thinks
Give
he's
it a
bigger
couple
than the Super
years.
Bowl. Bigger than the Super
He
Bowl.
says big as the Super Bowl.
Big as
Yeah.
the FIFA.
You're not wrong in that term. I definitely think he knows he's as big as that. I mean, his sales show you he did 250 with barely any promo. What do you think of that album, by the way?
Which one?
Drake and Party.
I loved it. I'm still listening to it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I feel because I love their collabs together,
Yeah.
and so it dropped on Valentine's Day too. So I was just
It
like,
did.
this is yeah.
The replay value is crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's why I feel like he
I've
could
been
do
seeing
it.
a lot of
'cause I
people
feel
say
like-
that.
Yeah,
lately.
he has so much different types of sounds and stuff. Like to me, he is like the pop rap
Yeah, he's
rapper.
a goat of
You know,
that.
if there's anyone, it's him.
For sure.
So, but yeah, the album was fire.
What's your favorite track on it?
I like Deeper. Deeper is the party one. I like Something About You. Somebody Who Loves Me. That one's fire.
Yeah.
Drake goes crazy.
Oh, CN Tower. CN Tower is definitely like my top 3. I don't know why. Are you a hater of it? Yeah, I know.
No, I don't.
You loved when it turned blue, eh?
Yeah, man. Blue like
Yeah,
the.
man. That was the whitest. That was the whitest. Yeah, man.
She's
I've
like,
seen
yeah,
that.
man, fuck off. I
That
get
was
it.
the
What was the line?
whitest.
I forgot the lyric, but yeah, I was like, yeah.
Nah, I definitely like it. I think it's a cool album.
Yeah.
Somebody That Loves Me is a cool song.
Yeah.
I always tell him, and I told my other boy too. I'm like, I can't believe people are not talking about. I don't know if you call it. It's a mini trilogy, in my opinion, and it's Die Trying, Somebody Loves
Oh, I
Me,
love that.
and Celibacy, and they're literally back to back to back. And
Die
every
Trying is so
song
good.
kind of connects. The end of each song connects to the beginning of the next song,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just. I just thought it was very well done.
We loved Mothballs.
I love
Pause.
Die Trying because it has that Nirvana feel to it.
Yeah.
And I just love that production. Yeah.
I like Pimmy's Requiem. How do you say that word?
Pimmy's
Requiem.
Dilemma.
Who's Requiem then? Who am I talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about with this.
Requiem. Sorry. Anyways,
You have the album.
it's
in front of
Pimmy's Dilemma.
Yeah,
Yes.
Pimmy's Dilemma.
you? Oh, okay. So yeah, I don't know what you're doing.
No, that song is so good. That I did a cover of it too. I didn't even post
Did
it
you?
anyway.
You post it?
I didn't. I'm gonna think. I'm gonna figure it out. How I wanna
Greedy
post
is a crazy R&B bag for Drake.
it. That one I didn't listen
Greedy?
to a lot, but
Yeah.
I remember it was tough.
You know who actually was like telling me about that, and I paid attention to it more? Triz. He was telling me at the event, and I was just like, oh, like you're right. It is like something that like when Drake taps into it, it's like it feels very vintage.
It's a cool album. And I was just having this conversation with Cap. I think his best album that he put from this new time period is still CLB. Like CLB
Really?
to me, CLB to me is just like as
This
a
might be
body
my
of
favorite.
Wow, really? I like. Honestly,
I always say this when he drops though.
Yeah, I'm not listening to you. You said that about.
Nah, but
All the
honestly,
Dogs,
like
you
this
said
one
that.
was very mature though. I feel like you know what I mean. Like I feel like all like everything aside, like it just felt like
Yeah.
this was like authentically what they wanted to make.
I've been liking. I don't know why. After like from the CLB to now, I've just been. It feels like a different era, but I liked Her Loss and For All the Dogs too.
Her loss
Loss
is
is
crazy.
Those
amazing.
two together was like.
Oh, For All the Dogs.
And honestly,
See, that's what I'm
Nevermind,
saying.
too.
For all the dogs, kind of like introduced this album with like being a
Yeah.
very like tapping into the R&B a bit more.
Yes.
And then this album being mainly R&B inspired. It's
Honestly,
like,
Nevermind was my summer album of 2023. Not a lot of
changed the
people
game.
like. I feel like it's kind of like it's underrated for
very
some
underrated.
reason, but
you know what? You hear a lot of people say it. Like some people, it's their like a lot of people. It's their favorite album from Drake.
that's crazy.
I love that album
Yeah.
too. I think that's another album.
I hear that.
is
It was just a
incredible.
fun one, you know.
I just feel like again CLB was just like sonically so mature in every song.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
It's
I love
just
the
like-
rollout too. It's
It's
crazy.
Drake to the most mature of Drake can be, where these last couple of albums are just like it's a mixture of Drake and other people's sounds because
True.
of remixes and things like that, or not even remixes, just collaborating with people. You know, For All the Dogs was cool.
I fuck with that.
For All the Dogs, like I still believe For All the Dogs was more for women than us, for men.
What are you
damn,
trying to say, bro?
for all the
That
all the cats.
The fuck you trying to say, bro?
I think he's just targeting women. body.
No, you're trying to target me because you're fucking toxic.
What?
Because I said I love the fucking album and you're saying it's for women. You're calling me a bitch.
That's gaslighting right there.
for all the bitches.
That is gaslighting to the max. It's like, what? Damn, you sound like. Never mind.
Sound like what? Sound like I'm calling you out on your bullshit?
Nah, it's cool. It's cool.
Sounds like I'm seeing what you're doing?
I didn't know I had to deal with that here.
Last question before, not me. I'm the podcast host now. No, what's your take on him doing an album with Travis?
Drake and Travis?
Yeah, do you think that would happen?
I'm actually good on that.
That will happen.
You don't want it?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think that will happen.
Because you know how he's like,
I
he
love
seems
both
like
artists.
a frequent collaborator, so
No.
I was like,
I don't like it.
okay.
If you really look at who he did an album with, it's very strategic. One is the Street / Black Jesus, Future. Then it was the mini Future of the new generation with 21, but again, street influenced.
Yeah.
Could be fire though.
And then the last is like somebody from Toronto who's been part of his camp for years and influenced the R&B sound just as much as he did, or the melodic R&B sound as much as he did, right? If he had a better relationship, I personally believe that if he had a better relationship with The Weeknd, and they say eye to eye, they see each other eye to eye, he would have probably did an album with The Weeknd before he did one with Party. And I don't even think he would have done one with Party.
I see that.
If him and The Weeknd were actually on the same page. But Travis, I don't know. That's like people telling me, oh, we need to hear a Rick Ross and Drake album. And I sit here and I'm like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? Like, just because that fucking cop had good writers with him when they did certain songs together does not mean that that whole project can sound good. And that's what I don't like about hip-hop fans or just some music fans in general. I don't think I'm better than you guys, but I think sometimes you guys say some dumb shit based off the attachment you have to certain things of these artists or these people, because you put them on a pedestal, and it's like we can't expect a Ross and Drake album to actually be good. It's just not possible. It's impossible. That album will not be good. You'll have 3 great songs.
I'll be banging it.
Bro, you bang anything.
Damn.
That's not my, but I didn't want to
Pause.
say it for that reason. I'm not pausing because I didn't say anything wrong.
You didn't say anything right
resume.
either.
How about that? Resume, motherfucker.
Sorry.
What it's just like, what are you talking about? You be banging it? Yeah, you're gonna listen to it because you're a groupie hoe, and then you're not gonna go listen to it again. Like a Ross and Drake, just because they have 3 good songs together, now we want a whole album. I think that's ridiculous. I think that sonically they don't even match each other.
I was just talking shit. I'm not pushing for it.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like sonically you have to be kind of on the same wavelength to kind of do something like that. Which is, again, look at the 3 people that he did the albums with. He was on his rap shit with 21. He was on his singing shit with Party, because that's, I don't want to say Party influenced him, but like they're under the same umbrella. And then the first one was Future, bro. He was in his toxic era. What was after that album? If you're reading this, More Life.
More Life. What's it?
And then Views. Those 2 albums are two of the most toxic. And More Life, he put it out just so he can put out a project to get out of his deal. He does that.
I would only say Travis because like they had like Fair Trade and Sicko Mode, like all those big
Yeah,
records.
they got bangers. I see what you're saying. That's why.
Maybe
I
like a
paused.
short album or something, but I don't really know what the vibes are.
Yeah,
I
don't
feel like
see
it won't
And I don't
happen
even
either.
think they like each other.
That's what I'm thinking too. I don't know.
I would like to see a
I like the
Kanye and
music.
Drake album. I would like to see a Kanye and Drake
That would be
song.
crazy.
First of all.
No, I don't want to hear any of
Not
that.
this Kanye.
I just feel like Kanye is just like.
No, leave Kanye
yeah.
alone.
I don't want anything. Don't get Kanye near Drake.
Bro, I mean,
This guy's obsessed.
y'all hear what he just did?
Yeah.
I feel like he's been saying a lot of shit.
Yeah,
like
he's saying
what
like
part?
I want this guy to speak at my funeral and shit. Like.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
but he just they put out a song with his kid.
Yeah, I seen that.
North English.
Oh, with
Shout out
Playboy.
North-
I didn't hear that.
Shout out my boy North English.
He'd be supporting the pod. Shout out to him.
Hey, you know North English.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Shout
yeah.
out my boy North English. I actually seen you on the street the other day, but you were across the street, and I should have said something.
Hey.
You know North, no?
Yeah, I met him at a camp.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout
No,
out to
but
him.
what's her name? What's his
Northwest?
daughter's name? Northwest.
Yeah,
Is that
no,
her name?
North. Yeah.
Yeah.
Northwest.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
just
I think I heard about this.
Not Southwest. I think she's Northwest.
She's Northwest. Okay.
Yeah. West.
Yeah. That's Vancouver to them.
I heard about that.
Yeah, her and Diddy, and him, they have a track together.
Yeah, and I seen something about like Kim was,
like,
not
snapping and
about
shit.
it. Yeah, I
Which
would
kinda
not
crazy,
do that.
'cause-
That's not a wave.
You take away your kids from your husband if he's making songs with Diddy and shit.
I
with
would
your
like
kids?
not want to. Yeah, I mean like taking away is kind of like a big thing, but I would definitely try to
Avoid that.
like hello, yes, don't put
But
my
she also
daughter on
should have
a.
known.
Okay, like, cause we just seen it in like DDG and Halle. Like, what are circumstances in your opinion that like warrant taking away a child's
Oh
from
yeah,
them?
that too. I think if you're just like acting crazy, like, cause like if a child is under 18 and like they don't have it, like they're gonna grow up and like see certain shit and like
But what if it's crazy to you but not crazy to your men?
I don't know. I don't know. I guess when I get there,
That's
I hope my
why you gotta
co-parent,
pick your partner.
co-partner.
You gotta pick your partner right. Like, you gotta
Yeah,
know,
I would.
Cause that's like she should have known.
I haven't heard about the DG. I've been seeing it, but it's tricky, man. Because like we don't know what's going on behind the scenes with these relationships and what we see. People are picking sides, so I'm just
Yeah.
like shit.
And we also see clips. So we only see like 30-minute clip, or sorry, 30 second.
Yeah.
Clip. So we're not really knowing what the
Yeah.
Okay,
story is.
like how about Iman Shumpert and Tiana Taylor? Do you think it's fair that she's doing that to a retired NBA player?
Oh, she.
She milking
What is she?
his ass.
She got cars.
She
and, like,
rinsed him. Rinsed him.
that's crazy too.
He's
But
retired.
He makes more money than her. He made more money than her. Bro, he got a good couple, bro. He won a chip. He got a couple good bags on the cab.
that's why I feel like people
And in
should
New
have their
York.
agreements before coming into
Yeah,
things.
he fucked up.
But
He should have signed that prenup. Listen, baby girl, whoever y'all like, prenup.
yeah,
Sign that
it's
bitch.
kind
That's all I'm
of
saying.
tricky, man. Man,
That's all I'm saying.
I keep
You
saying it's
signing
tricky.
a
You in the hot
Would I
seat.
sign my? Let me not talk. But I feel like if you're at a level,
You
if you're,
should, no?
yeah, I feel like you should.
100%.
Like I don't
Like,
know.
I have a friend of mine, shout out Drew, he always tells me, like, bro, prenup is just a
Yeah,
contract
shout out
to
Drew.
make things just easier.
Easier.
Yeah, bro.
right?
He be
He's like, he always says, it's like, yo.
he be
what's
keeping his eye out for all the
the,
dogs.
the, what is wrong with you, bro?
I'm just saying in general. I wasn't saying just because he's fucking prenup.
It's yeah.
Yeah, anyway, shout out to him. He always told me to get a prenup. But yeah, prenup is
Yeah.
important, for sure. For
Yeah,
sure.
sometimes there's like it's emotional for the other person. Like they're thinking that they're thinking something else.
Yeah,
And
and it's
it's
not
like-
even like that. It's like, yo, Murphy's Law. Whatever can't go wrong will go wrong. Mm-hmm. I think it's like that. Is that
I don't know.
Ben.
I feel like you also should be mindful of people's situations.
Look it up for
Yeah.
me, please.
You know what I mean?
That,
Like my opinion
I think
is
I said
also
it
like,
right.
yo,
I'm
like
not
I don't
sure.
want to like, I don't want you to be like impoverished that we're separating. You know what I mean? I feel like, I feel like if people could kind of come to terms in that sense, like yo, like do you like
Said it right.
how can I help you without, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I don't think, I think both ways. Like even if you're in a relationship, forget being separated. I think. Like I seen people answer this question. It's like it's not about, oh, your spouse makes more. It's not. It's like no. It's like how can we make this so that, like, for example, like instead of splitting in half, it's like how can we have something where, okay, maybe let's say the girl's making more money. Like if you pay all of rent, you have nothing to spare. Like you have nothing else. So it's like maybe I should put in more so that, you know, you have something to work with so you can build yourself up.
She looking at you like, you broke, boy.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, and
I'm just like
Boy, you broke. Get your
But
money
that's what
up.
I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I put that because that's the biggest contrast. I put that example specifically. But it's like, I just feel like people, like, should be more mindful of, like, you know. I guess the breakup is a bit more like
Yeah.
free for all. But
think
like
men and
I
women
just
should
think
go
in a
50-50?
relationship, I think if you're in a relationship and you are in under 120 grand, then you guys, if you guys are both making less than 120 grand, you should find a way to like however it makes it for you guys. Like it doesn't have to be, the girl could be taking 70-30 if that, like if she's making 100 and you're making fucking 30 or 40 as an example.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't think a girl that's making 100 is gonna marry a guy that's doing
But hold on, for example, like
and if there's a woman out there that says she will,
for
I'll
example,
look at her in the face and be like, "You lie."
but then there's
Some of a bitch.
Shit.
Okay,
Because I know you lie.
this is kind of like a big example. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off,
No,
but like like Jelly Roll's girl, like she rode for him when he was like struggling and stuff like that, and then she was taking on a big percentage of their fucking things, and then he got successful, and then the reverse can happen.
So, yeah, I mean, but the
That's
man
a relationship.
Yeah,
what
but
I mean?
he was gonna. She just had faith in him that he's gonna be up.
Yeah,
It's like you telling
which
me.
is hard to see when you're on the come up and other
Yeah, that's cool, but that's like 1 in a million, bro. And I don't think a woman that is making 100K is going to marry a guy or be in a relationship with a guy that is only making 40K.
Okay, now
Right?
let's see your opinion.
No, it's not.
Oh,
even,
man.
because think about it. It's just logic.
I get it, but like I
If
just
she
wanna
wants
see.
to go on a vacation, your 40K ass motherfucker can't go on a vacation.
Yeah, she can help. She could pitch more.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not saying it from experience. I'm just saying that's the reality of life.
Do you think
it's a partnership?
Do you think a woman would respect you if she paid for you? Do you think a woman would respect a man if she had to
I mean,
pay
you're
for
not
it?
gonna, you don't want to do everything. Like there needs to be like
Right, so
nice
but
flow.
I'm saying, would you respect a man if you had to pay for his vacation? Or would you look at it and be like, yo, bro, you can't even get your money up?
What if,
I would feel
what
like
if he's
I'm the
doing
man.
other things? What if he deserves a vacation? You ever thought about that?
What were you saying?
I mean, if it's his birthday, maybe. I don't know.
You're paying half. You're paying half. You're not even paying the full ticket.
I don't know. I feel like if the woman is paying for everything, like
I wouldn't say she's gonna pay for everything because I don't think any man would. But it makes sense. Like, yo, if you're a man and you're only making that much, there's nothing wrong. Figure out how to grow it, or figure out how to invest or save.
yeah,
But if there's a woman, and I feel like also for men, we operate from an egotistic standpoint where you're not gonna be okay with your woman making more than you. You know what I'm saying? And if you are, you're.
What if you
always-
can't control that? What if you're doing everything you can and she still makes more than you?
I feel like I would try to
It's not
help
true.
them in some
You
way
and
to
I
like.
both know that you can
But it
always
happens,
make more
bro.
money.
It happens. It's reality for a lot of people.
I don't think that's reality. I think that's what people make it to be reality. I think.
No, like you're speaking about a mentality. I'm just speaking about reality. There's some relationships where the woman's making more than the man.
Yeah, and I don't think they last long. We've never seen a relationship where the woman is making more, unless they're both famous.
What's your take
Like
on this?
Gabriella Union and Dwayne Wade.
I'm curious.
I feel like if I was making more than the person I'm with, like I would try to like find ways to like give them some game or something, like but like obviously like if nothing is improving, it's not like an improving thing, but like if you're in love with someone, you want them to win too. But I guess like there is like an awkward stage if it becomes like a
Long-term issue.
yeah, but
Yeah.
but when you're married, you kind of share your stuff, right? So I think that's where it gets tricky. I don't know.
Like if somebody's not putting effort to make more than 40K, bro, that woman is not staying. If you're making 40K right now, and you're putting an effort in terms of like, yo, but I'm growing in this side and I have this side and I have a different career, maybe there's a possibility that she might have faith in you and be like, okay.
To be honest,
Let
I
me
agree
see.
with you.
But to say that, yo, if man's reality is all he can make is 40K, which I think is bullshit. Because you can always hustle on the side. There's always other things that you can do on the side. If your job, your 9 to 5 is paying you 40K after tax, you can always find other jobs to make money. And that you're making just above 40K. Right? That's just number one. You can always do other things to make money. Are you taking those opportunities or are you not? What are you working on? That's what I'm saying. And if she sees potential in you, she possibly might stay. But for a woman to pay for a man a lot of things, I'm not talking about the little things, dinner here, bottle here, a drink at the club here, whatever the case may be. Oh, she bought me a fucking anything, a fucking sweater. Cool. Mm-hmm. If you're talking about she's paying for everything though, I don't think she'll stay.
Like the bills and like all
she
that,
won't
right?
stay, bro, because she's like, what am I? I'm your mother? I gotta take care of you?
No, I'm with that.
They need somebody to take care of them.
Yeah, I think...
Even the fucking independent ones. At one point, they understand that they need somebody to take care of them. That's just the nature
realistically
of mankind.
I feel like the only way, like... I feel like a common way that might be the opposite, like a reverse of what you're saying, is if that person's... that woman came from, like, a really... like, privileged place where money's not really a thing for her. So it's like that's the only way I could see, like, the... like.
If she comes from a privileged home, that means she wants more money.
But then she's probably going to end up with a guy, too. But I don't know.
I'm just saying that's the only way I could see it being tolerable.
I think
if it doesn't matter to you in general.
That's true too. I feel like that does happen though.
Yeah, because you hear about like certain stories like that,
Because if a woman, like, say she's rich and whatever, she wants a certain level of lifestyle, and she doesn't want to like lose that, so she's gonna keep, even no matter who she's with, she's gonna.
Somebody that has it, bro.
But I don't. Yeah. Sometimes you fall in love with anybody, you just make it work, I guess.
Do you think love is the only thing that matters?
Love is the only thing that matters?
In like a relationship? Like, do you think love fades away sometimes?
I think love can fade away. But I don't know. That's a big question. If it's the only thing that matters, I don't think so.
I think it's just hard to love. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's different kinds of loves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, for example, like, you wouldn't put up with that shit, like, with another adult human being, like, as your partner, but you'll put it up with for your kid, as an example. It's just, like, there's just different types of loves. Like, different types of relationships. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm talking, like, love between spouses. Like, you think that will last and matters? Like, that's the only thing that matters? Because I think love fades away. I think in a relationship it's more... and I ain't gonna lie. I sit here talking like I'm fucking Dr. Phil or I'm an expert in relationships. I don't even have.
You are an expert, bro.
I don't even have a relationship. Let's just start there.
You're a love guru. That's why we have this podcast.
That's crazy. A love guru is crazy.
Love is the strongest thing in the world. I would say. Love is the strongest thing.
And when you feel loved, it's strong. When you love somebody, it's strong. But I do feel like, when you, it's more about commitment than it is about love. When you have a partner, I think it's more about, having somebody that you're actually not gonna give up on them on the days that you don't love them because of whatever the fuck they do.
Yeah.
That's different. I don't see, again, I'm not trying to be, I don't see women doing that for a man who they have to do things for, because then they won't respect them. And if they don't respect you, I'm genuinely big on that. I think if a woman doesn't respect a man, nothing will ever change that relationship.
You know what? I have a hot take.
Okay.
I kind of like, my vision was always to like grow up with a woman, and like, you know what I mean? Like, like grow together. And like, I feel like because I didn't.
You wanted a high school sweetheart?
It's like similar, like at least like even a college sweetheart or whatever. But because I didn't, I'm not, like, to me.
Is that why you're hurt and toxic?
So you wanted a relationship from time, like to grow old, like from your young.
Yeah, like I wanted someone to be with me on the come up, like when I was just like
from
just a student on OSAP. My payments are bouncing. Fucking.
Hey baby girl, can you each transfer me $500? I got.
So what's your hot take then?
My hot take is like, because I didn't experience that, like I wouldn't, like, I feel like I don't even believe in a relationship.
Whoa, that's a big statement.
Yeah, so you are toxic.
Yeah, I don't like. Yeah.
So you feel like if you got into a relationship next week and you started liking someone and you started building something, you feel like it's not like.
Because you didn't ride with me when I was fucking down.
But she didn't know you. I mean,
You're not down when you're in high school and college. The fuck are you talking
I'm not
about?
up.
Okay, but
Damn.
you're going through life. You're in your 20s. You're
I'm just saying.
life.
But that's how I always. So listen,
If
what I'm
anything-
saying. What I'm saying is like that's how I always envisioned it, and because it's not in line
Okay.
with that vision, I don't even.
Yeah.
Want
damn,
Take
you
that
might meet
vision
someone
out.
and change your whole mind. You know, like
Yeah.
shit just happens.
You think so?
You are
Yeah.
not a visionary, bro, because you got to fix that vision.
You're gonna meet
vision
someone
of
and
yours.
be like,
Hold up,
wow.
I might have a vision. Hold up, you got some friends?
I don't know, maybe.
She might. She actually.
I got some friends actually.
got one,
I got
too.
some friends. Yeah, I
Word.
got someone too.
She got a one too.
Yo, do you think if we started a dating show, we'd be successful in it?
That would be so
like a-
funny. You guys should
Yeah.
do a dating show for
Yeah.
real. Yeah, I think so. It'd be funny.
That could be a segment.
How would you go about it though? Would you like
he would
bring
just be my
girls?
wingman. Yeah, he'd just be my wingman and like, you know how like DJ Pauly D and Vinny had that kind of show.
Yeah.
I'd be a good wingman.
Yeah, he
He's
can't
like-
participate, but he can wingman me. And
I
like,
can't
Help me
participate.
pick. Yeah,
Why?
Maybe you bring like a couple, like 5
That's
girls
for
or
me.
something.
So you're down?
What the fuck you mean? What are you, Flavor Flav? It's your show?
It's our show, yeah. But you're gonna help me find my love.
Brother,
What about him?
you gotta love yourself.
True.
That's number one. Love yourself first, then you find love.
Season 2, episode 19.
Yeah, I'm on your ass.
I'm trying to find that sapphire love.
Ew.
Ooh. I'll go find out who's listening to my album and
Jeez.
then bring
Send
them your way. Yeah.
You trying to find love, B?
I have love. I feel like I'm loved.
Yeah?
I love love. I'll just say that.
I like that.
I like that. I feel like I'm in a good time
Good
right
space.
now. Yeah, good
Peaceful.
space. Yeah. I'm like
Are
learning.
you in that just a girl era or no?
Am I what? Just a girl?
I'm just a girl era?
I'm just a girl. Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
definitely just a girl. Definitely.
Just existing.
Yeah. I'm also like learning. You know,
Okay.
learning new situations.
That's what's up. That's what's
Yeah.
up.
You have a situation?
I might have a situation. You know.
A mild?
I don't know.
You have a
Oh.
situation.
I'm not saying
shit?
nothing.
She
No.
didn't say it. What?
I don't know. Shit.
But
Maybe I am.
respect women,
I'm
man.
kidding.
What's wrong with you?
What?
There's no respect. What
How's
kind
that
of
no
question?
respect? Because I asked. She said situation.
No,
I just
that's
added the
something
word
else.
shit
You
to it.
don't know.
It's like an extra syllable, and
I'm
all
so
of a sudden
awkward when
I'm
it comes to
fucking.
talking about this stuff.
Holy shit! Nah, season 2, episode 19. It's been incredible.
It's been amazing.
Yeah, we gotta wrap this up.
I like this.
Thank
This
you,
was
guys.
a really cool.
Yeah, thank you guys for
episode.
having me
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
talking and
I feel
yapping. I
like-
love to yap.
yeah.
you
No, it's
yap.
fire. It's
Next
fire.
time, let's get some like Greek food.
Oh,
tzatziki
some
sauce.
gyro.
You like Greek food?
I like food.
I mean, yeah, we all love food. I love food myself.
That'll be fire. Thank
But-
We should go to Esquire next time.
You could
should
join us on our
absolutely.
next Esquire, but
you. Ooh.
yeah,
what's
you
that?
know Esquire?
No.
Yeah, because you're not from North York. But listen,
Hey man. Hey man. I'm gonna go Google it right after this.
yeah.
Go
It's
there.
actually at the borderline of North York. It's more on the Scarborough side.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's
It's
far.
Beefy and
I'm like
Shepherd.
not even
Yeah.
around there. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the east end.
But
Yeah.
yeah, we like to usually end our episodes like speaking about mental health. And yeah, we just wanted to know like how your mental health is doing. Like, do you do anything like obviously like, you know, you said you were pretty negative before you're trying to practice positivity. Like, do you have any tips or anything?
She didn't say she was pretty negative.
That was pretty negative,
That is
man.
kind of wild. Those were not
No,
the
she
words.
was.
We can read.
I feel like I'm
She
actually
didn't
just
say
a
that.
very optimistic person. Like I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
like my middle name means sunshine. Just to let you guys know,
What's your middle name?
Ravina.
Ravina.
My whole name means blessed, sunshine, lion. So, anyways,
Bless.
so but yeah,
Actually
mental.
wavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I am naturally like always gonna think good about stuff. Obviously like mental health. There's some days where, you know, you get into that like thing, you
Space.
know, that space. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like yeah, my mental is good right now. I think I'm just human and just like I like to feel through what I'm feeling and make sure I don't push it somewhere. And if I need to push it anywhere, I put it into the music. So yeah, I'm just excited to like keep accepting what life gives to me, all the good energy, and all the abundance, yo. Man, yeah, mental health.
I like that.
How's your mental health?
It's
I mean, he looked like he wants a gangbang.
whoa.
All he's missing is just the Timbs.
What the fuck?
He looked like he's trying to shoot at Uzi for no reason,
How do
bro.
we get there?
My mental health, I think it's in it's in an interesting place. I just feel like I think as you grow older, you naturally just get more pressure, more on your plate, more responsibility, and then sometimes you can handle it, and other days it gets to you. And I think I'm just trying to learn to like accept what's on my plate, and it is manageable. It's just about I was actually just telling Terania, is like like even like just something like I'm just doing work, and I'm like I'm looking at things with a negative mindset, and then like I'm actually making mistakes at work because I'm assuming the worst. And it's like sometimes it's like it really is like just training, like you said, like it's easier said than done, but like you really have to practice positivity, gratitude, positive thoughts, and like the way you talk to yourself in your head, being positive. So yeah, that's definitely something I'm like trying to practice. But Serena, talk to me about your mental health.
Bro, honestly, like I said earlier, I just been letting go and letting God, man.
Period.
I think that's the best thing that I went through this period. I mean, it happened just before I started fasting for Ramadan.
Yeah.
The energy, there was a shift of energy. Shout out to C for that. She was definitely a big impact, or one of the impacts. But I just feel like, where my life was, and like just, finishing the year out strong, of going on one of my favorite things that I did, Middle Eastern tour, and just realizing where I'm at. To like, I feel like it's funny because usually my January is the worst month of every year since I moved to Canada, since I can remember.
Yeah, they say the third week of January is the highest suicide rate in the country.
Probably is, bro.
Yeah.
Man.
It gets dark.
Even
it gets
like other shit happen, like from people I've known.
Even
that
middle
I've
of
lost,
February, like I always think that Grammy All-Star weekend, it's very.
But we're trying to change that, I
Yeah.
feel like if we believe it, it happens. So,
Exactly.
But
And
it is,
that's what
I
it
think
is.
it's because the year starts and people are like, there's so much pressure on like being better and like having the best year ahead of you. But sometimes I feel like September is the new year for me, or like after summer ends.
So
that's where I start to.
technically, in the olden days, the new year is the spring.
Okay.
That's when, because a whole new year, like
True.
everything died, and it came back to life.
Yeah, like plants and.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
Technically, the new year is in March, and then you do the whole cycle, right? And then the last 3 months of the year are the colder months, which is literally December, January, and February, and those are the coldest months around the world, depending where you are, but most of the world, right? But I feel like for me, it was just one of those, like this January was a whole different realization of like, no, I'm actually not depressed or pissed at the weather or January. I'm actually in a different place. Like, you gotta reflect and kind of look at what
you gotta transcend from older you.
And you gotta like figure out how to move and be better, right? And I think I did that. But my mental health, like, obviously there's days that I'm stressed as shit, and then there's days that I'm happy. I mean, I'm grateful that I'm doing Ramadan fasting, and that's usually a very spiritual thing for me.
It's good.
Because, I don't do it just for, like, I'm religious-wise. I don't have a cult of religion, or I shouldn't call it a cult, but I don't believe in a specific religion. Yeah. I'm more of, like, God.
Yeah.
Talk to me. But I also feel like it's very spiritual because this is the month that I practice the most gratitude. Not drinking water, not partying with people, not doing, what every human desires, just to have fun. And food and water, that obviously helps, but that's where I practice my most gratitude. And as of now, I mean, this is the third week.
Yeah. Big ups to you, bro.
It's good.
It's good, man. It's a good journey.
There's certain things that I wish I was stricter on, but
man,
I
you're
also
trying.
feel like it is what it is. I got my best thing that I got is my faith.
Well, that's the thing. I was actually gonna bring it up. Like, my faith teaches me, like, sometimes too. It's like you gotta like, some of the teachings is like, like, focus. don't focus on like how you're gonna get bread and water. Like focus your energy on God, and God will kind of provide these things for you, provide the blessings, and like you know, you just remind me when you said that. Like I'm gonna wrap this up like with this, but like my sister came up to me like shout out Stephanie, but
shout out sis, yo.
She came
soul.
up to me the other day, and I'm like maybe like a month ago, and she was like, yo Matt, you were way cooler when you were younger. And it really fuck off. But she like it really bothered me. So I like asked her like give me details, like what age, why, all these things. And then after she said that, it pissed me off. And it pissed me off because I was like, yo, I'm fucking way cooler now. I'm way cooler now because I'm confident in myself. I'm artistic. I'm creative. I show it in so many different ways, and it's like you can't fucking hold me. There's no more cooler than I am now, and I'm getting cooler every year because I took that leap of faith of like just being in more of a creative space and not just holding it to myself or a 1-2 friend.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So like when she said that, I was like, nah, you're fucking bugging.
Like you're wrong.
You know? Yeah. So
I feel that because I feel like when I was younger, I was. So like I didn't give a shit about anything, but once you get older, your brain starts to get more aware of things. But sometimes it's like I don't want to be that aware. Like, I'm trying to find back that younger me. You know, like I don't really care. Just be yourself. And I'm always being myself.
Yeah,
I think that's.
I think
just
it's
like,
too late to go back to things.
Yeah.
Things just gotta adapt with whatever's going on.
Yeah, trust the process.
As you grow, it's just like, okay, cool. This is the mentality I'm in because of whatever pain and journey and love I went through. And now we just kind of move past it and figure out where you at.
Yeah.
I think when you're younger, you're just so caught up in knowing so much that when you get to an age and you're like I'm not even that old. I'm turning 33 this year.
Nice.
But it's just like looking at it, I'm like, damn, I was so caught up in so many things that don't really mean anything.
Yeah.
You know, they might have did at the time, but now in the bigger picture, in the bigger scheme of things, you're like.
Yeah, I'm at that era too. I'm just like so much. Honestly, from last year, like so much transitions happened with me, like with people and stuff who I thought I was gonna have, for a long time, and I'm at the point where I'm just like. I'm good with where I'm at in life and who's around me, and like even if the circle's small, it's like people who are my day ones too, like, and but there's like no shade to anybody else because people come and go. It's always gonna be like that. But I'm just like I'm just grateful for where I am in life, healthy.
You know who you are. You're confident in yourself.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Benita. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Shout out to you guys.
Love.
I'm trying to find this. I wanted to say something. There's this Mel Robinson or something. No, I'm chirping. Mel Robbins. Huh?
Mel Gibson?
No. That's a whole different.
The old white lady.
Yeah. She has
on TikTok and shit.
She has a book called Let 'Em Be or Let 'Em. Bro, like I didn't fully read it because my mother's reading it right now, and I literally looked at her. I said, once you're done with this is my book. Like I'm reading it. And one of my other friends, she has a book club that she's reading that book.
Okay.
Shout out Jay. And she's like, yo, like you have to get on it.
Okay.
And that book is incredible. It just talks about, mental health, how to let people be, how it's not always you're always in your head about things. But yeah, I would definitely recommend that book.
I would love that. I used to read so much as a kid, so I'm definitely trying to.
I'm working on reading more.
Yeah,
I was not
same.
a reader when I was a kid.
Oh wow! I used to read Goosebumps
go
and shit.
outside in the neighborhood, play, and cause ruckus. I was fucked up kid. I was toxic when I was a kid.
Yeah, you were a fucked up kid.
You didn't even know me as a kid, bro.
But yeah, I didn't know you, but you told me you were fucked up. Anyways.
Yeah, I did tell you. I probably told you.
Nah, shout out season 2 episode.
Shout out my sis Benita.
Shout out Benita.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you guys for having me and giving me the platform to talk about everything.
Yeah.
Like
you're always welcome.
This was
back.
amazing.
You're always welcome.
You want to talk about anything else?
Hopefully, first of many.
Talk your shit.
Listen to SAPPHIRE.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to tell her.
Right?
Listen to Sapphire.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I think Sapphire is
Anything new coming
incredible.
up? You want maybe in the next year or like something that you want to tell
You got
your
video
fans?
coming up, you said?
Yeah, video. I have a video coming up as part of the project.
Okay.
So we'll see what it will be around that time. And I definitely want to do more like, I want to do like a live performance, but like a filmed thing, you know? Like film something.
okay.
So I'm going to work on that
Nice.
for the EP. But yeah, I'm just grateful, man.
That's awesome, man.